Wow, everybody, I can't believe it. It's Rhystic Study Hall, episode 18. I thought I'd made this intro fade out, but I guess I did. There we are. How's it going, everybody? It's your host, Vito and my good friend, co-host, Billy the Fridge. Billy.
What's up? It's a magic Sunday.
Magic Sunday. I've been in a weird place with magic. I've been in a weird place where I'm looking at I want to like open packs of magic cards, right? I really do. I go, hey, there's like a bunch of new magics. I mean, I'm even looking at like Secrets of Strixhaven. I'm going, oh man, I'd love to open some packs and get some of those Silver Scroll foils or whatever the hell else.
Yeah.
And then I just look at the price of everything and I go, those beautiful halcyon days are over. Like, what's a Secrets of Strixhaven collector box, right? And also, here's the other problem is I became a snob. I got spoiled. I spoiled myself because for a while, collector boxes were so cheap.
Yeah.
That I was like, oh, I'm only going to get the best cards. I'm going to get the extended art foils and the fancy shit. And now I'm going, I can't go back to collecting regular Magic cards. I'm going to play with a base copy of Gleaming Splendor that isn't a book cover foil. It feels dirty to me.
It does feel dirty. I don't feel like opening play packs is the right move either, right? I feel like save up, buy one collector booster pack if it's that expensive, rather than a box of play boosters. Buy 2-3 collector booster packs instead of a box of play boosters, you know?
Don't buy any collector booster packs. I don't, even though I opened those 2 Hobbit packs, they were dog shit. At this point,
if you're gonna
I can only
gamble,
buy singles. I'm looking at like, man, I would love to get that Silver Scroll Force of Will. Okay, back in the day, even the top card of a set was maybe $300, $400. You could justify dropping $300 on the top card. I can't pay $1,000 for a Silver Scroll foil Force of Will.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? So I don't know, man. It's like, man, I remember buying boxes, Dominaria Remastered Collector Boosters, and just opening Force of Wills and Vampiric Tutors. I got nowhere to go for that thing anymore. And even now, if I wanted to do that, if I wanted to go buy a Dominaria Remastered Collector Booster, it's like $50 a pack. These used to be $20 packs. I don't know how to enjoy. I have to learn how to enjoy playing Magic instead of just buying it and opening it obsessively. And I don't know how to do that, Billy.
I opened the 2 Secrets of Strixhaven play booster boxes that I won off Arena Direct.
Yeah.
And it felt like all the stuff I opened was like, it was like opening a collector booster pack, one collector booster pack. There was like
exactly
a value in it. There was nothing cool. It was like, I got like my one Mystical Archive, mythic rare out of
you got one mythic
2 boxes was Berserk, and it was not foil.
Oh, that
anything.
sucks.
It wasn't special. I love Berserk too. I'm a big fan of Berserk. It's probably my favorite Magic card of all time, just based off of when I was a kid. I had one, and I was like popping, surprising people.
I love supplies. Surprise you lose the game is always fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
But when you open 2, I am also at the point. So I got some Hobbit play boxes, and I haven't. I opened one of the box toppers. I was like, maybe I'll get a One Ring. I got a fucking Glammed ring, and I was like, never mind. I'm not gonna get anything good out of any of these. But I'm just. Well, I'll tell you. The only way I've found that first of all, I am buying singles again, and I think I mentioned this. Well, they were going to sponsor this channel. There's a company called JP Fans that lets you buy stuff from Japan.
Yeah.
And at first they're like, I was like, hey, well, I have a Magic channel. You want to sponsor the Magic channel? They're like, that's great, a Magic channel. I guess they didn't look at how many views we get. And then they're like, oh, we don't want to sponsor this at all.
No.
So they did end up sponsoring my main channel. So I used their service to pick up some cards, which actually showed up yesterday. I picked up this nice Japanese exclusive Nisa, the Landfall Nisa.
Yeah.
The one who goes and finds elves and elementals. This was like really $80. Cool. Dude, it's I saw that art and I'm like, that's really cool. There's never been an English printing of that. I think I forget what card this is. I think it might be Winds of Abandon or something. It's 1 in a white. I got to look it up.
Oh, really? I love Winds of Abandon.
I don't think it's Winds of Abandon. I don't know what it is. 1 in a white. Some sort of removal spell. I'd have to look it up.
Does it look like it has the mana at the bottom for the
no, because it would have the overload. So it doesn't have overload.
Okay,
I don't know what it is.
maybe it's reprieve.
It might be. Why are there so many reprieves? But here's the interesting thing: is that they said, "Well, we want you to do an unboxing." I said, "Yeah, I'll do an unboxing, sure." And they're like, "Okay, we'll pay for you to get a thing, right?" And then I looked on Amazon Japan, and I don't understand. Here we go. I got 6 of these. They paid for one. I actually tricked them because they're like, "We'll pay for one." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm ordering 6." And they're like, "Oh, but then we got to pay the shipping for 6 and the customs for 6." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, that sucks for you." I actually had to argue with them and like split the shipping. But Billy, these are $200 and dropping in Japan right now.
Really?
$200. And I want to make a point to you that the Thanos Soul Stone, I don't think has a a Mind Stone, doesn't have a Japanese printing, I don't think.
Really?
I might be
what
wrong.
About the comic book arts?
The comic book arts are just in English.
Man,
so if I open this and I get a Doctor Doom out of it, then this is paid for basically. Doctor Doom's 150 bucks. I'm looking at tweets from people in Japan posting in there. Japan does not really get like, they're like, yeah, Marvel's cool or whatever. We're not going to buy a shit ton of Marvel cards. So I'm seeing a lot of tweets from guys in Japan. I actually locked in too early. I think I'm seeing these for like 160 bucks at certain stores in Japan. If you're on a Japanese vacation right now and you're in a Magic the Gathering, go get a $160 Marvel collector box. Try to pull a Thanos. I don't know if there is a Japanese Thanos. The super one, let's be real. There's the super one that's limited to like what, 100 in total?
Yeah.
If you're actually chasing that, go get. These were $200 from Amazon, Billy. Amazon Japan. Now you got to pay shipping. You got to pay
How much
tariffs.
was the shipping and the customs? What was the tariffs?
So for $6, it ended up being an extra $300 for the shipping and tariffs.
So $50 a box.
$50 a box
and shipping.
Yeah, I think you can get around it some ways or use some coupon codes or whatever. I don't know, but that's still $250 a box. For these are what, $400, $450 in English.
You know what you can do for free though?
Not buy Marvel Magic cards. Go ahead.
No, Vito. You can like and subscribe to this channel right now.
That's
for more
right.
Rhystic study hall gimmicks. We'll tell you how to get the freaking the Mind Stone for cheap. You got to get it through Japan. We got it.
Well, yeah. I mean, dude, I'm thinking about what if I went to Japan. They got $150 collector booster boxes of Marvel. What if I just buy 100 of them, open them all up? All the comic covers are going to be in English. So, what are the current comic covers going for? Let me see if I can look that up. I know Doctor Doom and Thanos are holding value. The rest of them kind of got a little bit fucked. See, this is the problem though. Is like you can't just buy Magic cards anymore. At least I can't. I have to engage in real weird, strange, fucking manipulative market manipulation. Okay, so a borderless Mind Stone, is there? Yeah, there's only English. I think these are in English in the Japanese boxes. So I just buy Japanese boxes until I hit a Mind Stone, and along the way, I sell every Thanos for 160. I sell every time. These two guys will pay for the box if you open a Thanos or a Doctor Doom.
But that's Ultron. Not easy. I've opened 3 of these boxes now.
Yeah.
I've gotten some okay stuff, but I haven't gotten the big doggies.
Well, how's the Mind Stone doing? How much do I sell a what would a Japanese Mind Stone get me? Wow, the regular round's down to 50? Really?
Yeah, I'm about to pick a couple of those up.
Yeah, you guys, we talked about this on the last one. Now's a good time. I guess I went in a little too early. I was buying them at 100 for the foil. Are they actually under 100 for the foil now? They are. Wow.
Just barely, yeah.
I don't know what's going on there. Did they just print too much Marvel? They are definitely squeaking under $100 for the foil. I still think buying the foil at 100 is fine. I think it'll be exactly like Spider-Man, where once people realize, oh, I need that white stone. It's kind of this thing where, like, when it's out there and there's a large supply, people don't lock in. And then everybody, you really have to plan ahead now. You have to go, am I going to want this card for my decks for the next 6 years? And if so, find the right time to buy it and buy it.
I'm pretty sure the Soul Stone and the Spider-Man set foil went down to like $80 at one point, because I had opened one and I was like, it's not as expensive as I was hoping it would be, but it was cool to open one. And then now it's what, 130? It's almost doubled.
Yeah, so it looks like, dude, for the longest time, let's go to the 6-month chart here. Yeah, it was down to like $75, and then everybody realized again what I'm saying. What black deck do you not put the? I can't think of a black deck that you don't put the Soul Stone in if you're playing Commander. It's
Yeah,
just it's
it's
another arcane thing. It's a
if you
better
don't have creatures, like then you don't
yeah.
need it, right? But basically anything with creatures, this is awesome.
If you're playing 3-color, I can understand saying I don't want a mono rock that only gets 1 color. Okay,
Yeah.
but if you're playing 2 colors, accelerating in black, and also you just don't see black acceleration outside of like Dark Ritual and stuff. So
yeah. Also, though, on a mono black, if it's like a mono black deck, you might as well just play one of the colorless ramps that have the abilities you'll use over this. But if it's black and you have,
but it has
creatures,
a really good ability. The ability is getting creatures back.
Yeah, as long as you have creatures, right? It's you want that.
And the art is, honestly, one of the things I think holding Mindstone back is the art is not nearly as. The Soulstone's like, look at this cosmic power, and the Mindstone is, hey, let's play chess. I'm the Vision. I have a super chessboard that I play super chess on. And you're like, okay, Vision.
I think we're gonna see this in the Vision Quest series because Vision's got his new series coming out. We're gonna see the Mindstone in there.
I don't know if isn't the Mind Stone gone now? What happened?
Yeah, but is he gonna be playing chess in the? Are we gonna see this scene? Are we gonna see him walk up the stairs?
No, I don't think there's gonna be any tie-in to fucking. I don't think anybody at Marvel gives a shit. Man, it's so funny they were talking about what's his name, because the guy who played Vision was at MagicCon, and it was obvious he had no idea what magic was. He's like, wow, I'm just so glad the Vision continues to inspire people, and you're like, let's talk about banding. How does banding work? Well, I don't know. Could Vision know how banding works?
Well, I definitely gonna pick up a couple Mind Stones. I got 3 Soul Stones. I'm gonna need 3 Mind Stones. Everybody should have these. They're good vegetables for all your decks. Arthur Tomlinson in the chat says children's card game being a serious financial asset in quotes kind of kills the game. Miss it when weekly draft was more common. Weekly drafts are great. That's like the best way to open packs. If you have the time. I don't have the time.
Dude, that was the most fun I ever had. Was I would do the weekly draft, and then we did a redraft at the end. So we didn't have prize packs. It was just at the end of the draft, all the rares went into we laid them out on a table, and whoever came in first got to pick the first rare.
Yeah.
So, as you're opening, I mean, there was like, I always get people to go, but what if I open a really cool card? It's like, well, then fucking win it, bitch. Don't
see. I hated that because I was always rare drafting. Every week I would go in and I would get more than my entry fee almost every week, just rare drafting. And then on top of it, I'd win because it was like, it's Friday Night Magic. It's not sweaty.
Man, I'm looking back at like all the because people used to just leave out their commons, and like the amount of money that was being left on those tables, like Zendikar, like full art lands. I could have had the foils. A foil Zendikar full art land is now like $10. Could have had all of them. I will say, so I will do. I think I have to. I'm contractually obligated to do a Marvel Superheroes box opening on my main channel for some reason. No one's going to watch it. I tried to explain that to the company. I said, do you really think anyone's going to come to my channel to watch me open Magic cards? Let me put it on the Magic card channel. They're like, no, it must be on main channel. Main channel has most views.
You should still do a super cut of the pack openings and put it on this channel, like edited together with all the big hits.
Yeah. I could do, I mean, I could just put it on both channels. I could also take the opening and make it into shorts. Each pack could be one short, which could be fun, but that will be coming. We will see. Dude, imagine I get if I get the Super Mind Stone out of here. First of all, you're going to be mad, and second of all, I'm going to feel like a genius.
I will not be mad, dude. I will be so happy for you. Like I don't get jealous when people open good stuff. I'm happy somebody I know got it, because I always feel like it goes to like some random goober that's gonna.
If I open it though, I'd be like, "Yo, Billy, how's that Miss Bumbleflower doing? Maybe we make a little trade happen." Because I'm all about that Bumble. I'm all about that Bumble. Dude, twice I almost got. I was in 2 different breaks with that Mind Stone, and I missed it both times. All right, I got a little bit of Magic news here. This one's a little interesting. Last week I was talking about why you should maybe not try to grind Hobbit collector packs. And the reason is that the only people who were still grinding collector packs was all like crazy fucking sharks.
Yeah.
Dude, sweating it out. And they were sweating it out so hard. I saw, and then you look in their bio and it's like, yeah, Pro Tour Barcelona second place. I'm like, I don't want to play against that guy. I want to play against scrubs. Anyway, the pros were out there generating infinite wealth into the point
generational wealth.
Yeah, generational wealth was being created on Magic Arena to the point where Magic Arena had to step in and go, the Arena Direct for Hobbit Collector Boosters is closed. Players remaining in the event can finish out their games, but after extremely high demand, we've closed this chapter for new entries. So guys were sitting there. And again, I was like, well, am I supposed to be doing this? I'm not that bad at Magic. And then I was like, they're spending all day to grind out. I think like the top guy got like 17 boxes. Let me do the math here. 17 boxes times 800. 13 grand. Okay.
Yeah.
So 13 grand, but that doesn't count the cost of their entries, which is probably, they're probably spending like maybe you're winning 10. I guess if you're making 10 grand over a weekend, that's pretty good. It's just a lot of fucking work and it's like mentally taxing.
Well, but also if you don't get the box, but you still finish high, you get a bunch of gems. They give you a ton of gems. So they probably buy in for 100 and then leave with 10 grand, you just work the weekend.
My experience, weirdly though, is like, so you have to get to 3 wins to get any gems back.
Yeah.
I have so many where I just scrub out before even getting 3 wins.
But if you're
and I'm like,
player,
I don't know. Yeah, but like, do I just suck at sealed? I'm not that bad at draft. Like, I have won boxes on occasion. So I don't know. Something about sealed just infuriates me.
You might not be picking the best sealed pool. I don't know how you are with picking a sealed pool.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes sometimes you really have to choose. Sometimes you don't get a lot to work with, and you might want to lean towards like where the bombs are, but really the meat and potatoes are in the commons and uncommons. So that could be part of the problem. But also there's so many people trying to shark Arena Direct because these are $1,000 boxes. Like they know this is going to pay off better than all the other ones. So
I actually had the thought, Billy. I was like, should I hire a Magic coach? Should I be that guy? I was like, should I hire a guy to be like, hey, Vito, here's why you suck at sealed, and here's what you could be doing better. And the reason is, man, like I want it. Like for a while there, I was like, man, I would love to be selling Magic cards, and I was selling Magic cards on Whatnot or whatever. I was sourcing boxes from whatever else, and now I'm going, I don't know where to buy Magic cards. This might be the only way for me to get Magic cards is winning these fucking Arena Directs at this point. I'm lucky I won 1 box, but obviously 10 boxes would be better. But then I'm going to be one of these guys who's there. Dude, they literally wake up at the crack of dawn and they're just playing Magic for like, the event went on for like 5 days. For 5 days straight, that was their job, was just playing Magic cards. And I'm like, that's a really stressful way to make money. I don't know.
Yeah, it's worth it though. Like if you get to play Magic to make 10 grand, come on. That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. I'm interested to see. So this one sold out instantly but that's Hobbit. See, I would like they had that problem with the Final Fantasy. They did Final Fantasy as an event and everybody went absolutely nuts. And they're like, oh, we're out of Final Fantasy boxes. Did you remember that? And I think they eventually relented and they're like, no, we found some. Never mind. Everyone stopped yelling at us. Because I think they were like, don't worry, we're going to send you $300. Everyone went, I'm going to kill you. Send me the 10 Final Fantasy boxes I won.
Yeah, that's messed up if you actually grind it out doing the math that you're going to be getting like a 700, 800,
right. You could bankrupt yourself if you were going that hard and you're like, well, it doesn't matter because each box I win is going to be this much money or whatever. What was that site we were looking up the Hobbited limited tier list or whatever? I'm seeing some people saying like the draft is a little bit better, but really it just comes down. Oh, here we go. Here's another site that has again, what we discovered from the Hobbit. I don't know if you saw the comments on the last video where someone said, because I made the title of the video or of the stream, why Magic players hate the Hobbit. And someone's like, oh, clickbait. That's that clickbait. And I'm like, it's not clickbait. Magic players, people who are actually playing fucking limited, hate the Hobbit. And they're like, no, you fucking clickbaiting me, dude.
It was people did hate the draft format. That was everybody was saying it was trash.
Draft and
said,
sealed. Draft is a little better, but they still hate it.
As trashy as this was, it's been an amazing success. So many people are loving the cards in here. I'm happy with a lot of the chaff cards in here. It's just some fun stuff.
It seems like the Hobbit. So this is really interesting what the Hobbit's doing right now is, and let's see what's a Hobbit draft box or a play booster box for play. Where's that at right now? Hobbit play booster display holding around 200, which is, I think that's like MSRP, right? I mean, they printed the absolute crap out of this.
Yeah, this
is 191, 192. Yeah. So, and I'm seeing this doing exactly what Wizards wants it to do. This is the perfect Universes Beyond product. Is I'm seeing normies being like, oh, maybe I'll get some of them Hobbit cards. Oh, I went to Barnes & Noble. They had a Hobbit bundle. I got one of the bundles, and I opened it up. I'm like, that's great. That's bringing in the right people. TMNT was bringing in the wrong people. Avatar was bringing in the wrong people. I want them out.
I love my TMNT Avatar people.
Am I roboting at all? Am I good? I have a guy.
No, you're good. You're good. You sound good. Have you seen that that goth girl that had Drake barking like a dog on the internet?
No. What are you talking about?
So Drake did this like dating thing with like 20 e-girls versus the rapper Drake. And I'm
bringing this up now. Yeah.
He fell for this goth girl. The goth girl had Drake open a pack of magic cards with her. And then she was on another one of these dating things, and she had all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle magic cards. She said she spent $100,000 on magic cards. She's like
wait. So who is this girl just establishing herself? She's going on all the shows and talking about magic cards and shit.
Well, she's like a e-girl. This is a dating show she's been on, and Drake really likes her. Drake wants to buy her mom a house. I think he's buying her mom a house.
Why is Drake going on a dating show? Is this how Drake dates now?
Drake, yeah, it was 20v1, the dating show. So there's 20 girls and Drake, but this one had him open a pack of magic cards with her. I don't think they opened anything good. I think it was March of Machines. It was like some random March of Machines.
Hold on here.
Like
silly?
Like silly.
A little silly?
Yeah. I am absolutely, by the way, you can look me dead in my eyes. If you say do it, I would believe it.
Okay. You're saying this, and now I'm going to like test it.
Okay. What do we, just give me like one.
Would you bark for me?
She got him opening magic cards. Are you familiar with the rapper Young Gravy?
Magic cards. I'm trying to find this real quick.
Yeah, you can find it. You know who the rapper Young Gravy is?
Cards in Young Gravy. No, I don't know. Wait, no, I don't know Young Gravy.
Yeah, Young Gravy's like a big rapper right now too. He's into Magic the Gathering. There's about to be like an A-list celebrity Magic the Gathering table soon.
This is why I'm watching. I know everybody hates how much they talk about the finance aspect of this, but let's be real. Me and you, Billy, we exist in a very weird part of the internet where we don't have real jobs. The money we get is insane and weird and comes in from guys named Goofus the Doofus, who I see your super chat and we will address it. Yeah. So for me and Billy, we're like looking at our magic card collection. We go, if everything falls apart, at least I can sell the magic cards.
Right. I could buy myself an RV and drive out into the woods.
Yes. All the old fucking Game Boy games I got rotten in plastic totes are going to put a roof over my head in my elderly years. So when we see celebrities and whatever fucking influencers opening magic cards, I go, good. My financial future is set. I want to see. This is a guy reacting to it. And does this have audio? Oh, here we go.
Would I be down to open Magic the Gathering cards?
Yeah, I got some March of the Machines. I got the collector boosters.
Yeah.
She's got a March of the Machines collector booster. Those are hard to get.
Yeah.
Is this a recent video? All right.
Charlie,
my kind of
Moist Critical's been opening them like crazy, trying to chase the serialized cards. He opened like 8 boxes before he got like a serialized squee. He was just degen cracking open these boxes.
I have one collector box of March of the Machines. I'm keeping it sealed. It's currently like $900 for these.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Grab it.
Shut up.
Grab it.
Shut up.
Grab them, or if you want to grab them.
I can take one and then you can.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take one. I think I'll do this middle.
Is she hanging out with Drake now? Did she get in with Drake?
Oh,
Yeah, no, Drake is all
wow,
about
nice.
it. They've been hanging out.
Oh,
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. She's got if you wanted to store Magic cards anywhere, she's got a right place for them.
Yeah, way better than Game Genic or Ultra Pro.
Yeah. Exactly. Dude, we're making the booby deck box. He's reaching.
Let's go. The,
the
goth
only
girl
storage
booby
rack.
deck holder.
The storage rack. The only
Yes.
rack you need, baby. Look, I'm glad to see Magic. Magic is becoming weirdly. I guess it's like one of those things where like something starts off nerdy and like whatever, and then it slowly reaches this like, well, it's actually kind of good. And then it gets past the point of like, oh, I don't want to be involved with that nerd shit to like, actually, that nerd shit is fucking cool. Like Pokemon totally has that. Did you like Pokemon as a kid at all?
No, I was a Magic the Gathering player before Pokemon
All the
was
way
even
through.
out. So like I was like, I can't play Pokemon. Magic's way better than Pokemon. So
I was into Pokemon when I was in elementary school, and then everybody I think it was like when like WWE wrestling started getting cool and Tony Hawk started getting cool or whatever. I don't remember the exact timeline, but all of a sudden it went to, yo, Pokemon's gay. You still into Pokemon? That's gay. And I was like, I am still into Pokemon. I don't want everyone to know I'm gay. So I had to quietly I had to go to tournaments like out of town so no one would catch me playing Pokemon cards. Because I was
Poor
like,
Vito.
this would completely destroy my social rep. I took that like dead seriously. I'm like, you can't tell anyone you're still into Pokemon. And
Did you
then
have a
now you
social
got guys. I had so low of a social rep to begin with, but I wasn't going to damage it further by being the Pokemon kid. Okay, that would have been fucking disastrous.
This is how dumb I was. I liked Magic the Gathering, and I took a girl on a date to the card store one time. Didn't realize that she thought I was like a cool guy, and then she was there with all these
completely
nerds.
blew it up.
Yeah. I was like, oh, you care about stuff like this. Interesting.
But now it's cool. Now it's cool. And that's why, I guess the point I was trying to make is like, I'm trying to sell cards and I don't know what to sell because like, everyone's just getting into collectibles. Everybody's buying up everything where I'm like, well, which cards do I get rid of? Because every card's going up in price. Like at a certain point, they all have to go down at some point, right?
No, not if people keep playing. Because people come in with this Universes Beyond boost, and then they enjoy the game, and then they want more of the game, and they want more of the cards. And Wizards has gotten really good at only reprinting the chase cards at a level where it doesn't devalue what's already out there. It doesn't overprint. They put them in the mythic slots, so they're really they're really jerky about it.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so like I was going to sell here. I got this actually. I've been getting all these TCG player orders and I had to keep canceling because I'm like, I have no idea where that card is. I don't know why I listed it. And then I realized I had this binder full of good rares that I'm like, oh, those are where they are. So this is all the stuff I was supposed to be selling this whole time. And I was like, look, I got some Michelangelos, I got some Dragons. But now I'm getting to the point, okay, I hate this Shieldred. I have 2 of these Shieldred. I don't like the art. It looks like a lady giving a sermon or something to a bunch of goofy. It's not epic. It's not cool. But then I'm going, okay, but I do want to play Shieldred in my decks, and I don't want Con Shieldred. You know, I don't want that one. So if I sell this one, I have to immediately buy a cool one because otherwise the price is going to go up. And I'm like, well, maybe I'll just hold the stupid ones for now. Like, I guess the weird thing that I'm getting into is I'm going, or you used to sell cards because you're like, I know it's going to get reprinted, right? I know it's going to get reprinted. The price is going to go down. The price of Shieldred, even though we know a reprint of Con is coming, the price is not going down because I think people go, well, yeah, but that's the shitty one no one wants. Like people want the card with actual Magic artwork.
Yeah.
So it's no longer like just sell the stuff you know is going to get reprinted, because if it gets reprinted as an ugly card, the price actually seems to go up because it's like, not only did it get reprinted, but we're never getting a reprint with cool art again. We're just going to have Con. Like it almost sets your mind like, if you want the cool version, you got to get the cool version now.
The cool version is going to go up in price when Con releases because everybody's going to want to get it. That's kind
of what it seems like. Yeah.
And the wild thing about Con is it might go up in price too because it's on the bonus sheet. We don't know how rare it is, and there might be a demand from the Star Wars people for that card. I don't know if that's actually true, but that may be. But it is going to be on a limited sheet.
Yeah, like, so I'm trying to look. So, dude, Shieldred now, and this is again the version of Shieldred I don't really love to have. I'd rather have the other cool version.
Yeah.
I wish I bought the step and complete, but I didn't. Has creeped up to like 105 around July, and then this must have been where they announced Con, right? You go, oh well, that means like the supply is about to double. I bet it's gonna tank from there. But it actually, dude, it dropped from 105 down to like, okay, it dropped like $10. The other one I want to look at, probably a better example, not Solemn Simulacrum
Synthesizer.
Yeah. So we have, this is a great card for your artifact decks. We got this Marvel version of it, which is kind of ugly. $20 for this version of the card all day. And then what happened to the original like cool printings of Simulacrum Synthesizer?
Oh, dude,
like,
the one from the that showcase one.
This one,
if it's in foil, is like $150, $130 or something.
Look at this, dude. The price keeps, even though this was right when Marvel came out, it had a little bit of a dip, and everybody said, "No, I still want this version." $117 for the foil. Let me see if the printing, has the foil version continued to go? Yeah, has continued to go up. So, dude, I think Wizards. So we're now entering a situation that we had not considered. It used to be card gets reprinted, all versions of the card go down. Now it's card gets reprinted as a stupid Universes Beyond thing. Everybody has the Universes Beyond thing for their, Dumbo deck. Like, well, I guess I'll get the fucking stupid Marvel one. But the actual, like, cool Magic the Gathering printings that have, I mean, like, did the regular one go down a little bit? I would think the regular one would have took kind of a hit.
I think it went up. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, I guess it did.
It hit 30. It's now, but it didn't drop that much. It's still at $30, like 26. It dropped a little bit, despite getting like a huge reprint. Technically, there's a ton of that Marvel version, but people don't want the Marvel version. So, like, I kept saying, I got to sell my Mox, right? What is it, Mox?
Gotta sell your Mox.
What's the Mox? The metal Mox, not Chrome Mox. The other one,
Mox Opal.
Yeah, Mox Opal. I kept saying I got to sell my Mox Opal because look how much a Mox Opal is. It's insane. Okay, a Modern Masters Mox Opal is at $250, 200 for damaged, 220 for lightly played. So, but about $240 for just a mythic rare. And I go, oh well, it's going to get reprinted, and the price will come down a lot. But if Mox Opal gets reprinted and it's not cool Magic art, it's like Michelangelo holding a glowing slice of cheese pizza. This is still going to be like a $200, $220 card because people go, well, yes, there is a cheap version of Mox Opal, but nobody who has any sense actually wants to play with it. They gotta reprint Mox Opal at some point. Maybe it'll be, again, if it was in like Reality Fracture, then it would be a huge reprint because it would have Magic art. But if it gets reprinted in Star Trek, people are going to go, well, I don't want fucking Plasma Coil. I want Mox Opal.
Is there like a Borg cube or something? Because the Borg are their artifact-based sliver style, right? Would there be like a Mox Opal Borg gimmick?
I don't know. I mean, I thought they would reprint it in Mystery Boosters. The fact that they didn't reprint it in Mystery Boosters is like confounding to me. I think a future site, Mox Opal would have went nuts. We can see Mox Amber. What has that done to the price of just like a regular Mox Amber? I don't think it's really impacted at all. No, it's still just fucking soaring. So, yeah, I don't know. I got to sell some Magic cards, but I guess the only thing I should sell is Universes Beyond crap.
The selling of Magic cards for the fear of reprinting, you have to think if what you're selling is likely to get reprinted as like a bonus sheet reprint, or if it's likely to get reprinted in a Commander product. Because if it's in a Commander product, that's going to really drop the price.
That'll dunk it.
And like right now, if you have a bunch of Battle Bond lands and you're not playing with them, like the lands that are, if they come into play tapped, if there's more than one player or one opponent, like those are seemingly all going to get reprinted to the ground in Commander decks. They're still holding some value, but they like the luxury suite was up to $40. Now it's at like 15 or 10 or something,
Yeah. You got to like, luckily though, one in a Commander product, it has been, again, just hold on to your weird premium treatments. Like this Mox Amber, the fact that it's in a retro frame, I don't think they'll ever do that again because that would be really fucking weird. And I'm trying to find an article. I have the list here. The other thing to keep track of, guys, with your stuff is in 2027, early 2027, they're moving to the new rotation, and basically 6 sets rotate all at once, it looks like, in 2027. So I have the list here in front of me. I can't pull it up, but sell your big stuff out of Duskmorn, Bloom, anything that is right now being played in Standard and not getting played anywhere else. Wild Civil Drain, Lost Caverns of Ixalan, Murders at Karlov Manor. Murders at Karlov is going to be big because that means all the Surveil lands go out. Like,
those
I got to list all my.
In a lot of formats too.
Yeah, I guess those are worth holding. Honestly, Surveils are really good. But Outlaws of Thunder Junction. There's some stuff in there. Bloomborough. I don't actually know. I mean, Standard just got a huge shakeup with the bannings. Badger Mole Cub. We never talked about those. Badger Mole Cub is banned. Fantastic Car is banned.
They're not dropping crazy in price, right? Like I think I'm gonna pick up some Badger Moles for my Commander decks. I have 2, but I think I want at least 4. They're just really good.
Well, yeah, because what green deck in. I think Badger Mole Cub people play even in like CEDH because you're playing Birds of Paradise, you're playing Land War Elf. He also just turns a land into a double, double tapper. So Badger Mole Cub, despite getting, this is probably one of the cards that after getting banned is still just holding insane value. You would think after getting banned out of Standard, the drop would be way more considerable, but it just is a useful fucking card.
Yeah, it's comparable
it's
to
not
when
really
VV
dropped
was
at all.
Banned. Because VV was banned and it dropped like $20. This has dropped like $10. It might drop a little more. I want to say in the chat, Goofus the Doofus has been asking about a big blue deck. He's got Illuge.
Yeah. I was going to start bringing these up real quick. So Goofus the Doofus for $7.99 says, recently discovered Illugi. I like Illugi. I think it's the commander designed to play big blue spells. Any big blue spells come to mind? Let's take a look at Illugi real quick.
Yeah, I always thought it was Illuge, but yeah,
no, it's Illugi.
It's Illugi.
We know
Hawk
this.
Illugi.
I don't actually know. I just call it Illugi.
Yeah. So this came out in the Bloomborough set. Very cool card. 3 blue pips. Illugi's power and toughness are each equal to the number of islands you control, right?
Yeah, really the only thing that hurts this guy is the fact that he is mono blue. So like usually mono commanders, people don't love him as much. They want to play multiple colors, but this guy is, for his ability, is a powerful boy.
Yeah. Goofus asked, what is any fun giant blue spells that come to mind regardless of mana cost? This Mnemonic Deluge from the Commander Legends series.
That's a fun boy. Yeah.
This is awesome because it costs 8. Obviously, it's gonna be less with Illuge, but you exile a card in your graveyard, an instant or sorcery card in your graveyard, the big spells you're already playing, and then you recast them 3 times. So this has got to go in there because all the other big spells you have in there, once the Mnemonic Deluge hits, it's gonna triplicate them and let you play them again over and over again.
My big spells commander is Galazeth Prismari. Normally I'm using him to power out big red stuff, but let me see what I got for big blue stuff. I mean, this is one that is very versatile. You got your Temporal Trespass, which is your time walk that you can delve.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously playing time walks pisses people off, but
I had the time walk for 2 turns in because I put the Mnemonic Deluge in
I
my
don't have the foil. I have the extended. I'm not cool.
I have my Angelo the Painter deck is where I have my big spells. My big spell slinger deck. It copies them. But I had not the time walk. It's the one that does 2 turns, 2 extra turns, and I took that out because it was just nuts. Instead, I got
too much.
Yeah, the opponent's always grown when you take 4 turns.
Yeah, well, once you copy and clone time walks, people get a little upset.
Yeah.
One I was going to recommend real quick. This is probably in terms of just a fun blue card that you can really play around with. Mass Manipulation from Ravnica Allegiance. Strange that this card has never been reprinted because it is just a cool effect. Gain control, XX, blue. Gain control of X target creatures and or planeswalkers. So if you can get 10 mana, you're just going to grab 3 of the best creatures on the board. Obviously, if you can scale it, you can grab even more than that. I think a thing to do with Illugi would be to find some of these big X spells is a lot of fun. Too bad you don't have access to Doppelgang, but there's some stuff.
There's
obviously get a cyclonic rift. You know, you want a cyclonic rift in there. Come on.
Gotta have that nasty psych rift.
You gotta be rifting, baby. Rift, boom.
There's a huge blue card. It's not expensive. Have you played Amanatu's Augury?
I know of it. Let me see. Augury, is that it?
Yeah, Amanatu's Augury.
Amanatu's Augury.
So
6 blue sorcery. Exile the top 8 cards of your library. You may put a land from among them onto the battlefield. For each non-land card type, you may cast a spell of that type from among the exiled cards. Well, that's not going to be good in mono blue, though.
Well, no, because if it's mono blue and you have like artifact ramp, if you have your enchantment like
non-land
Mystic,
card type.
Yeah,
okay,
you get to play a land and a card of every card type, so you get a planeswalker if you find one. If the deck is built with the big splashy spells and all the vegetables from the rest of the card types, you could have artifact creatures, stuff like that. You're going to be able to play one of those all for free. It's 8 cards off the top, so you're probably going to be able to play 4-5 cards out of the 8, unless it's like really heavy on instant sorceries.
What are the blue fork effects? Doesn't blue was it dual cast?
Yeah, they have dual caster mage is red, but
no, but there's a blue version of fork, and I can't remember its name.
Is it Narcissus Reversal? That's not it, right?
Hold on. Blue fork empty. It's called Twin Cast. Put a Twin Cast in there. Yeah. One of the coolest things you can do in big blue spells. Red has access to a lot more of it, but there was Twin Cast at Saviors. So if you're doing a giant blue thing for another 2 mana, do it again. This card I think is actually super undervalued. I know they've made other versions of it that are cheaper, but a lot of them have red in the casting cost. Man, this is why I like red blue for my Spellslinger decks. Like, you can grab Lutri. Now Lutri's unbanned. You can't play it as a commander, right?
No, you can't play it as a companion.
Banned as a companion.
Yeah, banned as a companion. You can still have him. You can have him as a commander. You can have him in the 99. Just can't have him in the companion zone.
But he's just a 3/2 that when he comes to play, this is already good, honestly. Copy target instant or sorcery. He's a lot of fun. Man, I love me some Lutri. I get a lot of love with Lutri when I play those cube drafts, man. Because he's just a free. If you're drafting, you're never gonna have like multiples, so he's just like a free card hanging out outside the game.
Yeah,
they could bring Okay, I think they could bring companion back, Billy. The problem they had with companion, and also the problem they had with Eminence, is it was just like the deck building restriction was stupid. Okay. What's the one, Kahila or whatever, the Omen Guard or something? What's the cat
is it
one?
the white?
Which I don't think is
the white green one. Yeah, it's Kahila, and
is it Kahila or something?
I use this as my companion in my dinosaur deck.
Exactly, because it was worded stupidly. Okay, I don't know why I got to look at the serial numbered one. Okay. They worded these stupidly. Every creature card in your starting deck is a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast card. Okay, no, it fits in your deck for dinosaurs. But you know the problem with this card is if you're playing a deck without any creatures at all, it can still be your companion.
Yeah.
That's bad. You should not. This should only go in a deck that fits the deck that it's being built into.
But why would you want this in a deck without creatures?
Because it's a free card.
But
there's no reason not to play it. There's no reason not to have it as your companion.
But what deck without creatures even cares about this?
Dude, if you're playing a lot, if you're playing Modern and you're playing a control deck and you just have access to a 3/2 that after you've bounced everything, you can just have a creature, like, you shouldn't have access to that. You should have to, what was the one that was all the Gigantha the Wellspring?
Yeah,
this one was in all the Modern decks. It's a 5/5.
A 5/5. It have to have.
I think the reason they banned this one.
No double mana color.
Right, you can't have anything with 2 of the same mana color. So many decks. They said we have to ban this because people are building Modern decks and they're purposefully leaving out cards that would make their modern deck good because they're like, yeah, or I could have a free 5/5 just hanging out in a separate zone. And they're like, yeah, that was bad design. Like, obviously, you should not be making your main deck worse because you have access to a 5/5. But it was correct to do so, to play like suboptimal spells because, well, it's a giant 5/5. If everything goes my way, I just want to drop a 5/5 on the table, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of counter spells and stuff that are like white and blue or like colorless blue. You can get away.
Yeah.
You can get away.
There's a lot of ways to get around it and still get to play Gigantha. So they just needed to make Companion way more restrictive. It needed to be like you are playing five color elementals or something in your deck, you know? And they didn't do that, and that's why the Companions were just showing up everywhere, and that was the problem with them. And this one was obviously stupid. Any draft or commander or whatever else, it's like, well, obviously you're gonna put this in a whatever. Commander, what if there was like a comeback?
If there was a companion card that was like remove from your deck if it's like not commander and you don't have a soul ring or something, you give up having a soul ring, which every deck has, to have like a little guy in the companion zone, like something like that. Would that be? I don't know how you would word it.
I can have fun with that. It's just, I mean, the interesting thing about Magic is always the problem with Magic is you got to plan ahead and be like, who's going to abuse this and how. I've been very excited about this combo I've seen recently. Billy, do you remember the card Serum Powder?
Oh yeah, dude. I was around when this was brand new.
Have you seen Serum Powder's getting some play lately?
I have seen it in a couple of decks, yeah. For those.
It's a garbage little artifact, 3-mana mana rock, add 1 to your mana pool. But the important thing is, anytime you can mulligan and Serum Powder's in your hand, you may instead remove your hand from the game, then draw that many cards. So when you mulligan, you get to mulligan to 7 because you got a Serum Powder.
Yeah.
But the exciting thing is remove your hand from the game, Billy.
Yeah.
So people are going, all right, I'll mulligan, and I'm going to start the game with a 2020 Cosmogoyf because I have 20 cards in exile. I know. I
love that.
I love it. I want to get a bunch of Cosmogoyfs and play that deck. So Serum Powder, which typically was like kind of a, are you playing a combo deck and you want to mulligan aggressively, kind of like weirdo card? It's now like, hey, do you want to start the game with 14 cards in exile and have a 14-14? You're like, I do want to start the game with 14 cards in exile. I think Cosmogoyf, honestly, if we're looking at sleeper cards that are dirt cheap right now, how is this 40 cents? This seems like a card that just as time goes on, it's like, can no 2-power beater really get there anymore?
What else does it do, right? Like,
it's huge. It's huge.
Is Serum Powder too cute? Is it too cute?
I don't know. I guess, dude, that's been the problem with Magic is it's like just being a giant creature, people scoff and they sneer. Like, turn 2, 15-15. What is this, a game for babies? You know, I guess so.
Because it just immediately gets removed, right? Like there's so many ways to remove a 15-15.
That's the real problem, is that 1-mana removal is just everywhere. We just got a road. It's like it wasn't enough that we already had, you know, Swords to Plowshares or whatever else. Now you got a road. Destroy target creature or planeswalker for 1 white. Your controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped. So this is a road better than Path to Exile?
It's better different. To Path. It's Path to Exile obviously exiles, and also Path to Exile, like if
Path to Exile does not hit planeswalkers. Yeah, is the big thing. But I don't know how
Commander
big planeswalkers
aren't that strong. But in head-to-head, one-on-one, this is probably better than Path to Exile because you want to be able to hit the planeswalkers.
You know who's getting played, and I still feel smart about this, is do you know Ral Monsoon Mage? Oh my god, how much is a foil Ral? $80.
Is this
Billy? I bought a
texture.
This is for what do you call it? This is the textured Ral, yeah. This guy, dude, in mono red, I have a mono red deck on Arena, what do you call it? Ruby Storm with a Ruby Medallion. Yeah. And I went, this guy's real good. And then I looked on TCG Player like 2 years ago, and the textured foil was $15.
Yeah.
And I said, this guy seems way better than I bought a playset at $15 a pop. And now I'm going, I was right. This card is fucking insane. Yeah. Like, dude, this card is not fair at all. When I play it on Arena, I'm just like, I play all the spells. You don't get to play no spells. I don't know how this slipped by people, but now $100 card. I'm happy about that. I want to play Modern. I got all the cards to play Ruby Storm. I should actually play Ruby Storm.
Do people play Modern?
I don't know, man. I don't know what people are playing. I got a card store near me. Actually, you know what? The card store near me buys used board games, and I realized I could actually free up some room in my house, because why the fuck do I have board games, Billy? I don't have any friends. I've never played half this shit.
Take them in.
Metal Gear. I have the Metal Gear board game I bought. It's got all these pieces. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to paint all the Metal Gear figures. And I'm like, you're never gonna do that. You ain't got time for that shit.
Sell them off.
I might. Goof is the doofus for $7.99 says, I should probably save my money for Billy the Fridge streams. Not having good luck with this Vito collector pack. Hey, we get to the super chats eventually. I just try to work them in. You know,
cracking these Vito collector packs
naturally.
These Vito collector packs are not open. We're trying to get that.
You're not
Vito
getting any
stone.
return. They're not getting any return. Ramon Alligator says Choo Choo Rocket. I do have my Choo Choo Rocket hat today.
Nice.
So Phantasy Star Online Secret Lair would go hard. Dude, they should do some Sega shit. They've done Sonic. Yeah, do more Sega shit. That'd be great. What if they had companion mean partner for Commander? Well, they do have partner. I don't know.
Well, I think they can make new commander or companions. They just have to be like, and they have to be careful with it. But I think they can do it. They fucked up last time, but now that they know, there's places to go. They can make stuff worth playing.
Yeah, the problem is that companion, everybody hated it so much. I think if they wouldn't announce new companions because everybody would immediately roast them for it.
Well, they hated companion because they were literally fucking broken, and then when they fixed them, they were still broken, but also they didn't work. Like Lutri not working for Commander right out the box. The white Yorion not working for Commander. They were building these because they wanted to make Standard like Commander. It was their year of Commander. And these things they made for Standard to be like Commander didn't work in Commander. It's like, well, why are we trying to make Standard Commander and then piss on Commander and not make stuff for Commander at the same time? It was a weird push they were trying to go for. Didn't quite work out like they planned. It was mud on their face and COVID hit at the same time. They had a hell of a time with that set. But I think that we're probably going to see some companions come back in the Kamigawa Whole Breach set where they return like Ikoria.
I like the idea of companions. Like, I think it's cool to start the game with a guy who's like leading your deck. I think that's why Commander is exciting. And it kind of sucks that they didn't figure out, like, hey man, you really got to have way more restrictions here, or everyone's just gonna play. And obviously Luris was just broken to hell. I don't know. I'd like to see it again, but I think the community would just tear them apart, so I don't think they'll do it.
What if it's companion? What if it's companion, but instead of it being a deck building condition, to play the actual card, like it have to have a condition, like you can pull this out of the companion zone when you reach turn 10 or something like that. So you could have this huge fucking Godzilla in there, and you're just like, yeah, I got Godzilla, but it's like it's never coming out.
So I think the big problem with companion was the idea that you just have one extra card than your opponent, and you have one extra card, which was then gatekeep behind 3 mana, but that doesn't mean you still have one extra card. That card just costs 3 more mana than their cards normally would. It's just like, oh, it's an expensive card, but you still have one extra card, which is kind of big a lot of the times. I think it would have to be something that the card advantage stays the same. So if it said, you can discard a cat from your hand to search your, it could also just be in the library, like before the game, show this companion to your opponent and shuffle it into your library. And then you have an emblem that says discard a cat, search your library for this card. I don't know. I guess it could just be in its own zone at that point. But I think it was the card advantage was the big problem with it. And that's what everybody complained about. Was it's just, and the worst part was that a lot of them, like Luris, generated more card advantage. Like Luris was so broken because it's not only having an extra card to start the game, but then you get cards out of your graveyard. So it's like a pseudo, not draw engine, but just card advantage engine of, oh, I get to do that again. Oh, I get to do that again. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Companion comes back. You know what else might come back, Billy?
What's that?
a very familiar plane, which we all love, and I think a lot of us missed out on. I don't know if you saw this from Magic Online. The new Vintage Cube League is ready to join, and Warhammer 40K Commander decks are now back in the store for a limited time. Interesting. Interesting. Now, what I'm hearing, Billy, and I can't confirm this. I have heard this through various rumor channels. I don't know if these guys are lying or making shit up. But what I've heard is that the Warhammer license, which Magic had, expires at the end of 2026, which means until the end of 2026, they're allowed to reprint those Warhammer decks. And what I'm hearing is they're going to reprint those Warhammer decks. Again, I can't confirm this, but the fact that Magic Online is going, hey, we're putting Warhammer back on sale, means that Wizards still has the ability to do something with they're selling Warhammer. They're selling Warhammer decks. Yes, they're digital. I think we're getting a physical reprint of those Warhammer decks.
They won't reprint the collector ones, right?
I don't think they would do that. I think that would be really weird for them to do that.
I think they said they weren't going to reprint the collector stuff. I don't know if that's true or not, but I thought I heard that. I also heard that maybe not this coming year, but the year after, they're going to have a Warhammer full set. That was one of the rumors.
I would like that. I hear a lot of rumors about them doing a World of Warcraft set. I'm not a big World of Warcraft guy. I know people would probably go nuts for it. I'd rather have a full Warcraft set. That would be a full Warhammer set. That would be sick.
These are the non-collector ones? Holy crap.
Yeah, dude. And that's why I think we're definitely... So, Wizards... we had Rogue Deck Builder on here. I talked to him. And Wizards knows that people love commander decks. People love buying commander decks. Even when you could theoretically buy the singles cheaper, like you can go, I think Mana Pool now, you can just give it a commander deck and it'll just put all the singles in your cart. You can just buy it that way. Even when it's cheaper than just buying the deck, people want the deck. Like it's the idea of, well, I want the whole deck and it's all brand new and ready to go and ready to play. And Wizards has been reprinting. I think not that long ago, they reprinted the Lord of the Rings commander decks because they're like, there's just still huge demand for this. The Hobbit's coming out. Earlier this year, they reprinted the Lord of the Rings decks. The funny thing is, I'm like, oh, that might make the price come down. Nope. Those decks are still, I think the Sauron one is still over $100. The price that the Warhammer ones are at, this is the kind of thing where Wizards is not stupid. They say, oh, we don't look at the secondary market. Obviously, they look at the secondary market. When there is a deck, a regular 100-card commander deck selling for $350, Wizards of the Coast is going, yeah, we should probably figure out how to reprint these. And let's be clear, Games Workshop is not stupid. Even if Wizards has to go to them and go, listen, we'll give you a little extra kickback to reprint them. I mean, this is just free money on the table. And players really can't complain because they never said, hey, we'll never reprint these. If they reprinted the collector ones, I can understand being totally pissed. And obviously, you're going to feel stupid if you paid $300 for these and they get a reprint. That was kind of the risk you took. I think this is a no-brainer. And Magic Online putting them back in the digital marketplace, these are getting a reprint. Like that's my call. That's Vito's call. That's
my only counter
lock of the week. Go.
My only counter to this is I wonder if they have the capacity to order another print run because they seem to be printing so much shit right now. Like it's like we had the print to demand Miku decks and the print to demand ones are taking like 8 months to print afterwards, right? Like and that's a small batch. So I wonder if they even if the money they would get off of this is even worth competing with the new product they're trying to push out too, because there seems to be a limit to how much they can even print. I don't know what that is.
No, you're right. They have a big problem they're dealing with is, and it's something I've talked about. Everybody and their brothers printing trading cards. Wizards is in the unfortunate situation. You look at the Pokemon company; they're smart because they said this is not going anywhere. We're opening printing facilities, and they set up their own private printing facilities so they can keep churning out Pokemon. Hasbro and Wizards, the amount of infrastructure and time it would take to get that set up, I just don't think it's going to happen. Maybe if Magic keeps selling it the way it's going, Hasbro will consider doing a private print operation. But as is, they have to go to private print houses. That's why, you know, some sets you go, wow, these look great. These were printed in Japan. And some sets you go, some asshole in Texas printed these. They don't look nearly as good.
Yeah.
So anything they want to print, they probably need 12 months lead time. They need 12 months to go, we need this and we need it 12 months from now. But luckily with Warhammer, they saw the demand. The demand for this is not a new thing that just propped up. A year ago, these were probably selling for $250 a box. And I think Wizards said, hey, holiday 20, let's be clear, we're coming up on Christmas. If they get this out before Christmas, these are going to sell like, oh my God, like you could sell an infinite number of these. The cards in here are desperate for a reprint. I mean, some of these Universes Beyond cards are going for $150 by themselves. Guys, these are the Surge foils.
Yeah.
How much are the
Okay.
Well, they never had collector booster packs. That was Fallout. These never got collector booster packs, sadly.
Yeah, the collector.
The actual
Yeah.
decks. The most expensive one is Necron Dynasties at $350. The one, interestingly, Gaisan Starn, which is the number one like most expensive card, is actually in the cheapest deck. It looks like the Ruinous Powers at $369. I've always like come close to wanting to pick one of these up, but I eventually settled for just picking up some of the. I wish I had bought a Gaisan Starn. I'm not gonna lie.
Card Kingdom had a closeout on the collector boxes for $500 for all four at one point. I snagged one. I picked. I was like, dude, 500 for this. This is.
But you got 500 of all of these?
All four for $500.
Fucking asshole! Why didn't you tell me about this? God damn it!
It was like years ago. It was like shortly after the hype died down. I think they had some backlog. And it was
ZX players are saying that Geislarn is actually in the Tyranid deck, so he would be in this $450 deck. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starn is Tyranid.
Dude, if you got all of these for 500, congratulations, man. Because these are like an actual collector's item at this point. Now, obviously, the Surge foils are the big ones, but
I've ripped them all apart and I got them all in different decks. Like I got them for the pieces. There's so many good pieces in these commander decks.
Well, it's actually interesting that some of the stuff that they printed, I'm like, I went, Wizards, why are you tying this to Warhammer? Like, some of this stuff seems like stuff you're going to want to reprint, okay? Other artifact creatures have hexproof on a 4-cost artifact. That's pretty fucking good. The one I've talked about before where I go, this card just seems like it should be a staple rare in so many decks. Biophagus, add a mana of any color. If you cast a creature spell with it, they come into play with a +1/+1 counter. In the era of everyone owns a doubling season because we've reprinted it into the ground, this guy is pretty useful. So I think it's the kind of thing where they know that there's just free money. I can't imagine this not getting a reprint before the end of the year. That's what I'm being told is happening. Again, though, from rumor mongers and liars. But this Magic Online announcement really makes me think, like, yeah, come on. It's a coming. They've figured out something. They've talked to them. It's going to happen.
Probably, but also if they just put it on Magic Online, that's free money for Wizards too, right? Like people who still play Magic Online are going to pick it up.
Magic Online's interesting because they sold it to Daybreak Games, right?
Okay, I wasn't familiar with the up to date.
Yeah, so Magic Online is currently not run by Wizards. They're like, listen, we love you guys, Magic Online. We're going to work with you or whatever, but we don't want to manage this shit. And frankly, we've been managing it terribly. Daybreak Games has actually done a pretty good job of like keeping Magic Online exciting. They're doing Pauper tournaments. Pre-Modern, I think, is popping off on there. Like Daybreak's is doing a very good job of keeping it together. And I'm sure, I don't know. I mean, it could be something where Daybreak went, hey, listen, there are, let me see, Magic Online prices, Magic Online singles. It's always interesting, Magic Online singles, because like there'll be weird cards that are just like a fortune because, again, they were only available in a certain commander deck or something. Let me see. I don't even know how I look at what's the name of that guy? Gaisan Starn or Biophagus?
Starn or Biophagus?
Well, here's a Biophagus. Like, let's be clear. And what's interesting about Magic Online is like most cards are a nickel. Like even mythic rares and rares, because like, well, they're not real cards. I can't do anything with them. The fact that a Biophagus is $10 in tickets tells me, oh yeah, they probably do need to release. Oh no, here you go. A regular foil is $2. A non-foil is 10. Actually, people don't really like foils on here, is what's interesting.
I think it slows down the client.
Yeah, well, actually, it does. That's very true. You know what's funny is I have one card in my Magic Online account. It's the Retro Foil Ponder from Time Prowler Remastered, which in real life is like $500. But in order to sell it on why is it not organizing these in any way? In order to sell it on Magic Online, I have to find somebody who actually cares about foils, and that has been actually in part impossible to do. Well, I don't know how to look up prices on here. No matter if I put price ascending and price ascending, it shows the same thing. So something's clearly wrong here. But I would. What's the name? What's the main commander guy? Garrison Starn.
Garrison Starn. Yeah.
Garrison.
GhrYson.
What's a Starn going for? Starnheim Courser. Why are there 10,000 cards named Starn? GHYR.
GHRY. Garrison.
All right, he's like 15 tickets. He's holding some value here. Not bad. And again, but when they sell it on Magic Online, it'll be $30 for the deck. Remember, they're not going to sell the deck for 300 tickets. It's going to be $30. You get one of him, you get one of whatever else. So that's kind of in line. That makes sense.
I think the foil ones get opened in their bonus packs. So I think that's why they're cheaper, because there's more of them. And then I think the original ones are open just from the deck. So you have to take the value of the deck and basically just piece out the cards inside of it that are worth anything. And that's where it gets its price. It's just supply and demand.
Claptrap to the Short for 5 says, I need a Dark Souls Secret Lair set. Dude, if everyone keeps saying it, they have to do one at some point, right?
They have to.
Elden Ring is about to get like a TV show or something. Like, if they don't do a tie-in Magic set, hold on. Elden Ring TV show, is that happening?
I saw a rumored list of the universes beyond. And I thought I saw Elden Ring on it too. It probably was a fan list. It probably wasn't real, because it was for Warhammer 40K full set, Elden Ring, and then a couple others. But it looked
Elden Ring movie is coming 2028 from Bandai Namco Entertainment. Has Wizards done anything with Bandai Namco ever? I don't think they have. Also, Bandai does their own card games, so that might be a little complicated. Bandai does like Union Arena and stuff.
They've had Final Fantasy does their own card games, right? Like,
that's true.
So
I think every company, it's like I said, dude, I think when we finally get the Universes Beyond announcements for next year, I think they are going to be mind-blowing. Like, I don't think a Legend of Zelda Universes Beyond is not out of the picture at all.
If there's a movie coming out for Elden Rings next in 2028, there probably is a Magic set to correspond with it, because that's the push they do right now. They knew Doomsday's coming out. They get the Marvel stuff going through it. They knew Ninja Turtles was Ninja Turtles didn't do anything big, did they?
No, but Ninja Turtles is a dog shit property. But here's the thing, though. Okay, but it still sold well enough. I'm sure Paramount is very happy with all the money. They probably got more money from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Avatar cards than they got from actual shows. Like, that's how well Magic is selling. Even the worst selling show or worst selling set is going to do like big numbers compared to what these other guys are putting out. Because again, you're printing cardboard. You're selling $400 of cardboard.
Not even just cardboard, though.
It's
Arena
profit. Yeah,
Magic the Gathering
digital
Arena
cardboard. Digital cardboard.
It's
okay.
It's nothing in its money.
Lord of the Rings was exciting, and then Final Fantasy. Again, I've talked about they did their stockholder fucking call where they said, "Yeah, we made $1 billion fucking dollars for Magic cards." I mean, we're getting Final Fantasy 2. We are getting a Final Fantasy 2 set, and Billy, I'm scared. I'm scared because I'm not gonna be able to buy enough of it, and I'm gonna bankrupt my children and my children's children because it's not gonna be like the last
Arena
one.
Direct coach.
Oh God! Oh God! They're gonna be $1,000 boxes day one. I'm not gonna get any of them. Fuck!
You're gonna have to get a Magic the Gathering coach to teach you how to Arena Direct, so you can win them all.
I'm gonna be so pissed when Final Fantasy 2 hits. I'm gonna be like, I can't do it. I can't afford this again. You guys, you're killing me. I'm real. I mean. This is why we got to make this show big, Billy. We got 2 years.
We have to be huge so we can afford to buy magic cards off the show. Got to pay for itself.
Look, guys, I love the super chats, but you don't understand. There's a lot of magic cards coming. We need to hype it up. We need to hype it up.
We got to be able to afford Final Fantasy 2 Electric Boogaloo.
We need to get Vito. A girl on here. We need to become influencers.
Then we get the khakis. Then we get the girl.
We get the khakis.
Then we get the boxes. We need boxes and boxes.
You know who's going to be getting the boxes this time next year, Billy? You know who's going to be getting these boxes?
Ooh, Vito.
Soul Ringers is going to be locking them up, and we're going to be fucked.
Dude, they're caked in, dude. They got a couch? Come on, dude. They got a fucking couch.
We got to get the couch. I need fancier dress. I got to say, though, if the first frame of your video is two guys looking like they just got told grandma's getting taken off life support, maybe, come in with a
But they're hiding their
smile.
smirks because they know they're spending their inheritance money on magic cards.
I don't even know where we get into this, but I will say the Soul Ringers are having the same questions we have, which is, why are the influencers getting these ambassadors get free collector boxes? We're experiencing the same jealousy and wondering, are those collector boxes seeded in some way? Are they getting free bonus shit in their boxes? I don't know. I don't pay as much attention to it. I chalk it up to, random chance. Like, I don't know. Maybe they just got lucky. But I did see a video one time where he said, all the ambassadors were getting like bonus cards at a way higher rate than the normal people. So I don't know.
Those are the ones we saw. It could have been viewer bias, but also there was a lot of ambassadors getting good shit.
Well, that just means we got to become ambassadors. I don't want to talk about the Soul Ringers video. I'm realizing it's 30 minutes long and a lot to dissect. I got a couple other things here, though, Billy. This is interesting. Bonus card for the canceled Monster Hunter Secret Lair. So, Billy, somewhere in Seattle near you, there's a landfill full of the canceled Monster Hunter cards.
Because it's near the printers, right? It wouldn't be near Seattle, would it be? It would be.
I don't know. Maybe some of them got sent to Wizards for checking.
I thought the landfill that they found was in Texas with all the magic card secret lairs in it. I could be wrong about that.
See. I remember when that happened. Someone threw away 6 pallets of magic cards at my local landfill. Let's see here. This was from, and where did this guy say he was?
I thought he said Texas, but I could be wrong.
Let's see. Well, there was this Reddit thread. I can confirm, blah, 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 jing, jing, jing. I mean, this was back when they supposedly were dumping Magic 30th anniversary.
Yeah.
So I remember these are a bunch of secret layers. Here's some Infinity that they found. I mean, dude, I would be digging. Oh,
yeah. A lot of money in there. You got just wipe the poo off. This is like all those poop dollars at the Gathering of the Juggalos.
It's weird for Infinity to be dumped in here. I don't know if they had a bunch of Infinity lying around or something. But there was at some point somebody found like 30th anniversary Magic was getting dumped as well. Yeah. But look, these are like full ass secret layers ready to go. Yeah. Teferi's Time Troubles.
So those got some value in them now because they all got thrown away. But that's the secret.
I mean, dude, those look new.
The ones that got thrown away are more valuable because not as many people bought them. There's not as much out
Wizards originally didn't have. Now Wizards will send, I think if they print excess secret. Look, see here, there's a 30th anniversary card. So
yeah,
I don't know what was going on there. Now Wizards will send unsold secret layers like LGSs get the non-foil secret layers now. So they also don't print to demand anymore.
In our chat says there was a YouTuber, never heard of him, that basically said all Magic the Gathering channels are compromised with freebies, that none of them are honest as long as they keep getting good free stuff. That's Def Cat. I think the dude is kind of a fucking bullshitter. I think he's a bullshit artist. I saw the same video. He's like, they're all compromised by freebies. And I'm like, dude, they make more money off their fucking YouTubes than a box of cards. Like some of them obviously are shilly because they get the Card Kingdom money, you know?
Yeah.
Like obviously you're going to be good to Card Kingdom, but most of them know the audience isn't stupid. Like, there's a lot of people who do think the audience is stupid because I think they're also stupid. Because one thing about content creators is content creators are fucking stupid in the YouTube realm. A lot of these YouTube content creators are the fucking sniffle nose dumbasses that talk about Magic because they can't play it, you know?
Right.
But then
like Soul Ringers.
But like
I don't think those guys ever play. Every time they bring up the rules, I go, "When did you play Magic last?"
There's a lot of content creators though that are just smart and they value their fucking audience and they're not going to sacrifice it. The fact that he didn't name any names also makes me call him a bullshit artist. To double down on, dude, if you name names, call people out, because he said, I've worked with all these teams, I did editing for these people, but but they actually do the work. No. If you're going to say these people are being dishonest, drag them by name. Death Cat, I think is his name.
Here's the thing: is like it's unspoken, right? There's no agreement. There's nobody at Wizards going, hey, and you're going to tell everybody the new set is good, right? It's like, yeah, of course. Slip me an extra box. It's just kind of this tacit understanding of like, hey, you're not going to go out there and tell everybody we're the worst company on earth and fuck us and nobody buy Magic cards. Because if you do that, all of a sudden you wake up and you're like, I'm not an ambassador anymore. I wonder what happened.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a little bit of, yes, there's probably people in the back of their minds who are a little more restrained, I'm sure. I mean, look, I'll be real, Billy. I got free shit from Wizards for a couple years back when draftmagic.com was the #1 Magic the Gathering fan site. And what? They sent me one Commander deck. Not Commander. It was remember they did like premium deck series? It was like a 60 card all foil deck. They made one that was all red. They made one that was slivers, and then they made one that was
sliver one.
Yeah, a lot of people bought the sliver one. They sent me the graveyard one, which was actually pretty cool.
And a really good reanimated
one. Yes, it had cool foiling too. So they sent me that. I still have some signed thing that like the Guilds of Ravnica team like signed, and I'm like, this is not worth anything. Who cares about who made not a good set. So yeah, you get free shit. But again, I never had any conversation with them like, hey, you make sure to say really good shit, or we're not going to send you free shit anymore. It's just kind of like, oh, you got a Magic site? Okay, here's some free shit. Right.
You want to see something gross?
A little article about it. Yeah, I do want to see something gross.
This is
what?
This is my mouse pad.
That's hot.
I don't want to get rid of it, but it's a piece of shit. It's nasty.
It's got to be disgusting at this point.
It's so gross. It's like all torn up and everything. But like I got this a long time ago. I don't even know if it was from Wizards directly or what, but it's old and it's busted, and I use it all the time with my little mouse. And I need to get a new mouse pad, I think. But that free shit's fun. I like a little.
I know how we get in, Billy. I figured it out. Is we got to become YouTube's #1 channel for mood swings, strategy, updates, and spoilers. We're gonna go straight to Mark. We get in with Mark. We go, Mark, you got to tell us when because this is the prototype edition mood swings, right? It's not even the real one yet for some fucking reason. We'd be like, Mark, when are we getting the final mood swings? The audience wants to know. And what are your top 10 moods from the man himself? I bet if I sent him that question, we got to get in with Mark. We got to get in with Big Mark. We got to be like, we are the #1. We love mood swings, and we just want people to know.
We are swinging.
We're the moods. You heard about the Soul Ringers? We're the mood swingers.
Mood swingers. Let's go.
New name for the podcast. Rhystic Study Hall is dead. You're listening to Mood Swingers, the #1 mood swing podcast on the internet.
We're getting our free stuff. This is we figured it out. We
figured out the plan. Here's the other. Well, all I know is somebody printed these Monster Hunter cards. A bonus card has been found. The bonus card's got nice art. It's got nice Monster Hunter art on it. It's a little cat riding a dog for a card that has flying. That don't make no fucking sense. How is a cat riding a dog flying? Wizards? This is why you fucked up that Monster Hunter set. You should have put a little more thought into it. It is Armored Sky Hunter, which is a solid card. Attacks, finds equipments, puts equipments onto the battlefield. All I know is, man, that means somewhere out there, somebody's got these canceled Secret Lair cards. Those are going to be worth a pretty penny someday.
Yeah.
As Jack Rockstar does the famous Soul Ringers intro, Mood Swingers.
Dude, we're rich.
I do actually want to do it. We should do an episode where we introduce the Mood Swingers and we have a fucking animated intro and shit. I want to know what's going on with Monster Hunter. I still think it should be a full set. I've made that argument. You made the other very good argument that it would take too long to design a full set. And I'm like, yeah, you might be right, but man, how good would it be? Maybe a couple years down the line. I don't know.
If they started on it right when everything happened, it takes about 3 years to turn around a set, right?
Well, here's the other thing. They might have already been working on a Monster Hunter set. Like the Secret Lair was just going to be a tease for it.
Yeah.
And then they said, hey, we already fucked up the Secret Lair, so why don't we just fold that and honestly save it, and then that could be the Secret Lair to tease the Monster Hunter set. It's possible.
Would you be happy if instead of a Hatsune Miku style deck, they had a Monster Hunter deck?
That's a good way to take it as well. Yeah, that would be good. The only problem with that though is correct me if I'm wrong, the Hatsune Miku deck, it's all reprints, right? There's no mechanically unique cards.
True. So maybe
you don't want to put mechanically unique cards in those decks because then they become really hard to get.
Maybe they do a Monster Hunter like they did with the 40K set where it was just the 4 decks before Monster Hunter decks. I don't know. That had more.
I would like to see what happens. Monster Hunter's a great fit for Magic. It's a good franchise. It's got cool guys in armor, and I'm hoping they figure out what to do with it. I hope they go beyond just doing a Secret Lair, but I don't know. We'll see. Speaking of Secret Lairs, Billy, did you buy any Hobbit Secret Lairs? Didn't you say you got one of these or something?
No. I didn't spend money on any of this.
I gotta say, man, this one came up and I didn't even like for a second be like, oh, I gotta get some hot. None of these really appealed to me, and I gotta say, most of them are not sold out. So He Who Walks foil not sold out. Well, these are the out of sight foils. I don't even know what the hell that means. Can you guys just stop inventing new foil types and just be happy with? We got rainbows, we got fractures. I mean, these are kind of cool, Arcane Heist, Curiosity, but again, I go, I don't know, maybe I'll buy a Solve the Equation later.
Maybe a Windfall.
You know?
I'll pick up a Windfall. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of the point where I go like, I don't know. Actually, all these cards are playable. All these cards are good, but the question is, do I want all 5 of them? Do I need special versions of all 5 of them? And do I want to spend $60 on 5 foil cards? I mean, the fact that I'm even talking about that as a possibility is insane. I think if this came out 5 years ago, people would go, you want $60 for 5 cards? Go eat a dingus.
I would like a card in there that was worth $60 for like the price, you know.
None of these are even close to $60. I think what is the most expensive card here? Windfall, like $3.
Yeah.
I don't know what an Arcane Heist goes for. Meanwhile, you got Little Hobbit Boy, little Golemy. Let's take a look. What did you have? Cloud Shift, less than $1. Teskasha's Welcome, less than $1. See, these are all. Imp's Mischief is $13, and I think Stony Silence is like $4.
Yeah.
But again, oh cool, I get little claymation looking. What does this look like? Those old Christmas specials, Rankin and Bass, little Rankin and Bass.
Gollum. I made him out of clay. Gollum. Imp's Mischief I will play.
The ones that are like, it's just like, we've got to the point of Secret Lair where they used to entice us. They go, look at these crazy reprints. You haven't seen this card forever. This is a $20 card. This is a $25 card. Now we get, hey, you remember Lightning Greaves? I do. You've reprinted it probably 10 times this year. Yeah. How about Felwar Stone? But it's not called Felwar Stone. Is Felwar a magic plane or something?
It is. Felwar is. Yeah.
So that's why they can't call it a Felwar Stone. It has to be an Erebor heirloom. That's fucking stupid.
Now, you know what the fall of this was? Do you remember when they had the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon version of cards? No,
yes.
maybe it was the Wizards of the Coast cartoon. Actually, not the Wizards. Lord of the Rings. Excuse me. They had the Lord of the Rings cartoon. Sorry, and it was like the most dog shit cards, but it sold out like crazy. And they're all really expensive now. I don't know if they sold out, but they're all really expensive now. Like if you wanted to get the Lord of the Rings,
this one, More Adventures in Middle Earth?
Yeah, like look up one of these.
Slip on the Ring. That's not good. Isn't this the
Gandalf,
uncommon Gandalf?
Yes.
Isn't Gandalf friend of the Shire the uncommon?
These are all commons and uncommons, or uncommons.
Oh wow! Hey, whoa! You get a Shire Terrace. This is basically.
Look up the price of that Gandalf really quick. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I miss
Gandalf, friend of the Shire. Let me check.
Maybe I'm lying, right?
You might be. I don't know. I don't look at the Gandalf.
I swore it was
Shire.
Like insanely priced.
It is for the foil is $32 and the normal version is $25 for Gandalf, friend of the Shire.
It's a fucking uncommon.
What's the normal one go for? Hold on. Friend of the Shire normal goes for. There's a lot of promos for this guy. 10 cents. It's a 10-cent card, Billy. 10 cents. That's big.
10-cent card, but in this printing with the cartoon, it's 30-something bucks. And then you go.
But look, Gandalf's sitting there going, "Oh, hey, Gandalf, how are you doing?"
What's the Shire Terrace go for? Is that the other one that was in there?
Shire. Let's see what a Shire Terrace.
If you bought this for $40, I think it's like tripled its money now.
Oh my god, I can't believe a Shire
garbage
Terrace. Cards. Which is basically what, like a. What's the land that finds another land?
Weak ass terramorphic expanse.
It's a shitty. It's a terramorphic expanse variant. Yes,
yeah, you can play it when it comes into play.
1690s for the foil of the Shire Terrace. I didn't know these were going for money.
Those two cards now. You've made money if you bought that for $40 off those two cards, and then the Galadriels or whatever the other thing. The other two, and there's a bonus card in there too. I think that it knocks it over the top. It's insane though that these are all garbage cards. Nobody cares about these. They're not even really played anywhere. But the collector.
Here, I got your bonus card here, and it is Grima Wormtongue.
Oh, that's only $8, $7. Thank goodness. Thank goodness it only ups the value.
I mean, it does end up being, let's see, what is the secret layer itself selling for right now? The foil version of that secret layer, the cheapest one on TCG Play right now is $159.
Right.
Last sold. Wow, somebody bought two at $140. Another, I guess because Hobbit came out, everybody went a little nuts buying these.
Yeah. These were $40 when they came out, and they had zero value in them. The value was like
a big part of it now though is when Secret Lair first came out. I want to say I think the Magic market has doubled. I think the number of people buying Magic cards now is probably double what was buying it. When did this come out? Like
2023, I think.
Yeah, I don't see a year on it, but actually it would be on the cards, right? If I could see the cards. So it's just the amount that were printed for the number of people who wanted them at the time, 2023. So yeah, like, dude, a lot of stuff is just going up. You know what's weird though? The other day I was going on and I was like looking up time spiral foils and shit, and I'm like, hey, how come I can still get time spiral foils for like $10, $8, or like invasion foils? Feels like people are really sleeping on shit that seems way more rare than some of these like mass-produced secret layer things. I don't know, man. I guess if you're just like a guy who's into Lord of the Rings, you want all the stuff.
Yeah.
And here you get all the stuff. You get this mirror that you're never going to play, and this Gandalf that's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll play Shire Terrace. I'll put Shire Terrace in my 5-color domain deck. Why not?
That's why we're getting all these shitty ones now with the, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know what happens. Like, I don't know what happens when they don't sell, because like they just leave them there, I guess. And I guess at a certain point they sell out or something, or maybe they just ditch the ones that don't.
They'll price drop them. People will end up throwing these in the cart to make their order go over $100, you know?
That's what it is. It's like, I mean, we still got the Stardew Valley ones were hyped up like crazy, and those still haven't sold out. So I don't know if they're just printing too many of them or people just do not care. I mean, I saw this, I saw this and I went, why do you guys like this game exactly? And they're like, it's a fun farming thing. I'm like, yeah, this art fucking sucks. You know, this art sucks, right?
I'm not a fan, but it means something to the kids. It means something to the kids to play it, I guess. I don't know. It's got a unique card in the Stardew Valley card.
I am happy to see that some of the uglier, stupider secret layers just do not sell. We still have that Felix one that made no sense.
Damn.
Man, that Felix one is old at this point. Did people actually end up buying that Strixhaven one that was just uncommon?
You can still get mood swings?
You can still, yeah.
What?
Mood swings is still available. I don't know how. It's a limited time, but it's still here somehow.
Mood. Swingers.
You can get the bundles $5 off if you want 5 copies of Mood. God damn it, Mark. I really, man, every day I think about just let me come in to Wizards of the Coast and just grab you people and shake you. Because I go, Mark, what's the game? It's about our feelings. No, stop. Call it Dragon Adventure Wizards or some shit. Put a bunch of fireballs and swords. There's no, I play Hope. Can you imagine going into the game store with a bunch of like regular guys and go, hey, who wants to play Mood Swings? No, this is what you play with your aunt, man. Get out of here.
Let's make a Magic card variant game called DSM-5, and it's all about people with mental problems.
Yeah, I think we already have that game. Color. We already have that game. It's called Magic the Gathering.
Goofus the Doofus.
Yes, he says, I heard EDH started as a fan format back in the late 90s. Was it late 90s? I guess that was probably when
I think it was early 2000s. It was the judges.
That's when it started popping up. Yeah.
The judges were like trying to build games they could play at tournaments with each other, and they started you
had to play EDH. An Elder Dragon. So the reason it was called EDH, Elder Dragon Highlander, is there's the 5 Elder Dragons. There's Nicol, Bolas, Chromium, and whatever the other 3 are. And so those would be your commanders. That's the reason why it's 21 commander damage, is because that's 3 hits from a 7/7 dragon. And it was about, I don't know how much it was about creativity at first. Once they figured out any legendary creature could be your commander, then it started to be about like, okay, come up with some crazy
was
stuff.
Basically a way, after like a sweaty weekend of tournaments, the judges could sit down and blow off some steam with like a fun deck that, it's singleton, so you could play the big bomby stuff that wasn't getting played elsewhere, and the decks were going to pretty much give you the old school Magic feeling. That wasn't optimized, a non-optimized format. And at the time, when it first started, if you had a commander, someone else couldn't have it. Like you had to register.
Okay. You had to have different commanders at the table.
Not at the table. At the table, yes.
At the whole tournament.
No, in all of Commander. It started off with it's because it was so
that was
small.
Yours across the entire fucking ecosystem.
Yeah, other people could play it, but it's like people had hierarchy if they like had the decks. Yeah. So like I remember playing Commander.
I'm the original player of fucking
guys would call it on the message boards, and that was their commander. I remember playing when you couldn't have the same commander at the table. I remember I was at a shop once, and me and a guy, I had Doran, and the guy had Doran as well, but he also had Teneb in his deck. I was like, it's cool, I'll switch out my Teneb. And he was like in the shop playing with Teneb. We weren't even at the same table. And he was playing Teneb so that we wouldn't have two.
Oh wow! So that you would never have to run into each other.
Yeah, it was funny.
I built I was playing Commander back then. I remember what was interesting about it was you kind of just threw your decks together. Part of the problem with Commander now is like they've printed, once Wizards started printing cards specifically for Commander. Like, I think even Gavin has said Arcane Signet was probably a mistake. And obviously, Arcane Signet's a mistake. You should have never said, here's a 2-mana rock that is better than any other mana rock. Like, even Command Tower is a mistake. Like, now every deck has to run a Command Tower. Whatever. It's iconic. It's fine. But we are now getting to the point with Commander. I'm seeing people pick up Gleaming Splendors to go with their, what's the Smothering Tithe or whatever. It's like, every deck is just overly tuned. It's not just like a random stack of shit that you had lying around.
My original Doran deck, like, I don't care. Command Tower ain't nothing, because I had all 5 of the fetch lands in my original Doran deck, because there were only 5 at the time. I had all 5 of the fetch lands. I had all 3 of the dual lands that could fit in there. All 3 of the shock lands that could fit in there.
Oh, so you were maxing out your commander decks even back in the
Doran
2006.
Deck was max. I had Demonic Tutor. I had Vampiric Tutor. I had multiple win cons. Like I did Academy Rector into Baron Glory with Karavik Spite. So I would have Academy Rector on the play.
You were running. You were Baron Glorying. You were doing Baron Glory.
I was Baron Glory with Karavik Spite, because Karavik Spite says, pay 5 life, discard your hand, and sacrifice all permanents to or it's discard your hand and sacrifice all permanents to
You're
deal
sick.
5 damage to somebody.
This is sick.
So I would sacrifice Academy Rector with it. I'd have no permanents. I'd have no hand, and Academy Rector would pull out Baron Glory, and then next upkeep I would win. I still have the Baron Glory where I drew the Cheese Stands Alone guy on the card because this is a copy of the Cheese Stands Alone card. I was fucking getting Baron Glory wins with my optimized Doran deck, and it was so stupid and it was so fun.
It is interesting that they said, why don't we just make this actually a card? The Cheese Stands Alone. If you control no cards to play other than the Cheese Stands Alone and no cards in hand. It even has the same mana cost, huh?
Yeah, the only difference is the other one you have to wait till your upkeep. The Cheese Stands Alone wins on demand.
Well, I mean, let's be real. That is busted. That is easy to achieve. I can make this happen. You just need one sacrifice outlet and one discard outlet, and bam, cheese time.
But then you have to discard the outlets and shit too. That's why Karavik Spite with it, because with Academy Rector, when it dies, Karavik Spite kills everything. Academy Rector dies, and then it searches out an enchantment. So like that was my favorite way to win of those long grindy games because they would all be so long and grindy, and then you'd be like, you know what?
I'm trying to bring up Karavik Spite here. This is sick what you're doing, Billy. This is sick.
the part of the cost is sacrifice all permanents, discard your hand, target player loses 5 life. So one of the permanents.
And what? So you had Academy Rector to then go get Baron Glory.
Academy Rector would die, and it would search out the Baron Glory, and then next upkeep, I would play this at the end of a turn, right before my turn, and then win at my upkeep.
Karavik Spite is a pretty cool card, actually. I love the. This is my last gasp of. Bam, 5 damage. Let's see. I mean, it is only 1 cost less than a lava axe at that point.
It's so dumb, but it's so fun. And like, there was times where I just did it to win the game with 5 life too. But I would have all these little. I had Stuffy Doll and I think Pariah, is that the one that goes off when damage dealt to you, it's dealt to the Stuffy Doll.
All damage that would be dealt to you is dealt to this creature.
Yeah, I had all those little. Because you had to have those combos in there because games were going ridiculously long back in the day.
Yeah. I think that I would like to see one thing that's interesting about Warhammer, the tabletop game, is that the way their tournament structure works. I don't know exactly what it is, and I don't know if it's all tournaments, but it's like a points system. So you get points for winning games, but you also get points for most attractive army, most interesting like units or some shit. So theoretically, like, you can win a tournament by like, you didn't win as many games as somebody else, but like you made the coolest looking army, or you like, put some creativity into it. I would love to see something like that with Commander, like most unique win condition of the, entire tournament. Like this motherfucker won with Baron Glory. That was crazy, It would be interesting to have a tournament like that. I love EDH. It is a little overly tuned to being competitive at this point. I'd also like to see more deck building restrictions. Like we should have a baby Commander format that says like you get 10 rares and that's it. Rest of your deck commons and uncommons.
They do have like Pauper Commander where you have an uncommon as your commander, and then commons in the deck. The game changers are good. That's why the game changers are a good idea, because they're like encourage you to not just play the most ideal cards. It's also what they're trying to do with Rule Breaker, but that seems convoluted and stupid. K10 says, I've won exactly 1 time with Baron Glory. I Oblivion ringed it and then cast Apocalypse. Ooh. Let's go.
That's a good way to do it. It's supposed to work like that. It's a popularity contest by the tournament organizers and their buddies. Oh, is that good or bad?
It sucks. It sucks. Because you have to find a way to actually make it like legitimate, right? Because I remember playing Commander, and the shop had a checklist of all these bonus points you can get for their league, and it's like guys would just cheat. They would come in knowing what they do, sit with their buddies, and like give each other all the stuff off the checklist. So it's like you're not playing the game anymore. You're playing the meta, and it's like the meta is not playing. The meta is hitting all the little checkbox marks on the sheet of paper. That's dumb to me.
I've seen one big problem that I have with competitive EDH is that everyone's just drawing games because it's just like, well, I'd rather get a point than no points. So like changing up the point system where a draw gets you like half a point, whereas actually winning a game gets you like 4 points. It's like, yeah, draws are still worth something, but they're not worth nearly as much as like going for it. So that's interesting.
I have a stupid idea this week, and I want you to tell me how stupid it is, because I was thinking about it. You ever watch these YouTubers play Pie Gal on their channels with magic packs?
Is that the like? Well, they say Pie Gal, but it's like just you have like 2 cards or something. Like you make like 5 decks.
They'll each open up a pack of cards and make 4 decks out of their four 3-card decks out of their packs.
Yeah.
So I was watching one. I was like, dude, I want to open more play boosters, but I want to play with them. But I don't want to play dumbass Pie Gal because I don't want to open 1 pack at a time. I want to crack like 10 packs at a time. How about this for a new format, Vito? Big box. Every turn, you just open a new pack. That's your hand for each turn. So turn 1, you open a pack, you play a land. If you have a 1-drop, you can play. Cool. Because every pack has a land in it, right?
I feel like a lot of the packs get wasted in those first couple turns.
They do, but you're playing with them, right? So like like you might have a really good hit in that first pack. It's like, nope, you can't do nothing with it. But then as the game goes on, you got some 15-card hand every turn. It's brand new every time. 14-card hand. I think that's kind of fucking fun, dude.
This is big baller. Every turn you get a pack of cards as your hand.
Big
every
baller
turn you boost
magic.
your tutoring. Every turn. How about every turn you get to boost your tutor? You get to open a pack and take 1 card out of the pack.
No. Well, no. I think you should be able to play the whole pack.
You get a whole pack.
Because here's the thing: you don't know what land you're gonna get. So you're going to get your first land. It might be a forest. The first 5 turns, you might not get stuff to play the stuff you need to play in the packs.
You have to use the land that you're getting out of the pack, because each pack has a basic land.
But at one point, you or your opponent's going to go off and take the game, right? So you want to see how many packs you can open up before you win, right? I think
and whoever wins gets all the cards. So if you're winning, you could stretch the card out. You go, I'm in a dominant position. I want to stretch this game out. You like open another pack, and then like I forfeit. Just take the cards.
I think it's
10 packs is reasonable. It could be after 10 packs, then you stop.
You and a buddy go in on a box, and then you just start Iron Man in the box, and whoever wins the box. It's a little spendy. It's a little baller. It's a little crazy.
Spendy. It's a little. But honestly, here's the thing: it's not even spending anymore. If a collector booster is $80 at this point, and $50 to play Magic seems cheap.
Right.
They've really fucked up our brains with the economy of this game.
How stupid is my idea? Because I'm thinking it's kind of. I kind of want to do it.
Tremendously.
I kind of want to do it. I
don't think it's. I don't. Because then you're gonna. Okay, here's gonna be the problem. You're talking about. You're gonna have a swamp, a mountain, a plains, and then you're gonna open Bjorn the Fierce, the like awesome bear mythic, and you go, oh, I can't play that. I guess I can play this dog shit common out of the pack.
If you don't want to give the packs away though, and you just want to, like, if you want a buddy or just want to open some packs together, you each bring your box, you keep your own shit. I think it's a fun way to play because I'm just saying,
but you're ensuring you'll never get to play like any card that's like weird colors or whatever.
But how often do you rip open a pack and don't play with it anyways, right? You try not to. But
it's better than just ripping packs. At least you're doing something with it.
This is like a way to rip a bunch of packs and also play with them, so you don't feel like an idiot for ripping these play boosters that you maybe picked up from Japan for
Billy, here's what you do. Okay, here's what I would say. This would be better as a chaos format with a bunch of different packs. I would like that. If it's like you got to reach into a bag, pull out a random pack, you don't know what it is, and you're like, oh, TMNT, okay, let's see what I got.
Player in the chat says if it's a Hobbit box, just go black red. You win by turn 5, but you might not be able to because each pack is not going to have a black or red land in it, right? You don't know what. Turn 1, you're probably not going to play a spell. At best, you're going to have a decent land with like 2 colors or something in it, and that's going to set you up because you're probably going to want to play a 2-color land turn 1 if you have one. But
it's going to be interesting. Like if you're opening a full pack of cards every turn, you'll always pretty much be able to find something to play. It just
Yeah.
might be, total trash.
Just-
I don't hate
if
this
it's-
idea, Billy. I think you got to write this up and you got to post it on the magic message board and go,
I
it's
think
Billy's Box of Crazy, a new
I think
magic
you and
format
I-
for idiots.
You
Yeah,
and I
should
got to get
pioneer
together
this.
with boxes and do a pack crack battle head to head.
I would do the
and
pack crack.
We have to
every-
invent it. This is study hall magic.
Loxley says it's like Momir, but with all the cards. Well, it's kind of like Momir, except you got like 12 random cards, and we'll see which one you actually get to play.
Yeah,
I like
I
that.
think-
I don't
I
hate
think
it as
it's-
much as I maybe originally did.
I think it's fun enough, and like some people just want to rip packs.
If you're gonna crack a box anyway, and you don't want to do a draft like a sane person, this is another fun way to play for people who want to throw their money away.
The draft only opens a few
box.
packs. I want to crack like 10, 12 packs, and then play again until my box is gone.
If it's just you and a buddy, and you're right, you might be able to go through 15 packs a piece and rip the whole box. I think we should make it happen. We got to figure out how to do it. I'm coming to Seattle.
Yeah, you come to Seattle because it's harder for me to fly. I'll get a camera guy, okay?
I'll come out to Seattle. I got to come out to next time. Don't they do any magic events out there? Do they ever do any magic cons?
We got magic cons. We just had one this summer. We had a big magic con in Tacoma.
You should see if you can come to the next Magic Con Vegas, though. I know it's a trip, but it's gonna.
I'm gonna work on getting there. Yeah, I want to be there. I'm on some new stuff right now. Hopefully, it gets me travel ready. I think that if you do come to Seattle, we got Muck's boarding house in 2 different places here. So we could pop open a room. We can get a cameraman in there. And we can film.
I'll get kicked out in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck, Vito?
Like, oh wait, Vito's not allowed in Seattle. Have you seen the thing this man posts on Twitter? Get the fuck out of here. No, I'm good.
Keep forgetting that.
Last thing I wanted to bring up is the weekly winners. I love MTG Stocks. We got to get a sponsorship from I don't think they sponsor anybody. I just like that they're keeping me apprised of what's going on. I was shocked to see some Hobbit card or Lord of the Rings cards popping off because of the Hobbit. Gimli of the Glittering Caves, which was like $3-4, is now up to $12. Double Strike 1/1 for 3 in a red. This is from Lord of the Rings Commander. Whenever another legendary creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on him, and whenever he deals a combat damage to player, create a treasure token. So the new set has a lot of dwarves, a lot of good dwarves. This guy makes like 2 treasure tokens when he hits. He's getting bigger and bigger. It's not bad.
I had this Gimli in a token deck. I had like a food token, treasure token deck. It was 4-color. It was lacking blue, and he whenever I had him out, he was always hitting. It was so good.
This is my treasure deck, and I never thought to put Gimli in here, but now I'm thinking about it. I don't know if he's going to get as much help because I don't have a lot of legendary creatures in there to buff him, but as long as somebody at the table is letting him sneak through, I'm getting 2 treasures off a guy. That's exciting stuff.
Yeah, you need the legendaries, but he's great. This card keeps going up and down.
Did I not buy this card? Okay, so what some people, and I didn't realize at first, and now I do realize, is that all the Bloomborough Commander decks had a unique talent in the Commander decks.
Yes.
And I bought some of them, and I'm going to check. I don't think it was this one because I'm an idiot. But they're all really good.
Here's the thing about the talents, too, in the Commander decks for Bloomborough. They didn't get printed in the collector booster packs. Right. Usually they'll have the Commander cards in the collector booster packs, but the talents didn't make it. So you had to buy the decks to get them, from what I remember.
No, you're absolutely correct, dude. There is like no foil version of these talents because they were not in any sort of boosters. They're just in the Commander decks, and some of them are really good. I bought the wrong ones. Let's see. What did I buy? I bought Gormon's talent, and I bought I'm trying to bring up all of them here. Gormon's talent and Fortune Teller's talent. Yeah, which are also good.
This card has spiked up to this price before a few times. I think a few times, at least once before. I think
this one has pretty much always been the good one, I guess. The one that it
always drops back down too. Like when it boosts up, you're like, I don't want to pay $20-$30 for this, but then it drops and you forget about it, right? Because there's multiple times we could have got this for $3-4. we had forgotten about it.
It was down to like $5, and it's now pushing close to 20. So for 3 in a red, it's a class enchantment. The class enchantments are usually really good. When it comes to play, just immediately you get 2 chap treasures, which is great. Then for 1 in a red, fuck, I actually need one of these. Treasures sack for 2 mana instead of 1. And then when you pay 5, get it to level 3. Whenever you cast a spell, if mana from a treasure is spent to cast it, deal damage equal to its mana value to each opponent. So anything you cast off a treasure is nuking the whole board.
Yeah, and a treasure deck.
I'm trying to see.
Awesome.
Yeah, Hobbit's just anything with treasures. Hobbit is going up big because you got Smog, you got Thorin making treasure tokens. So treasure tokens are just everything that benefits treasure tokens is getting a big bump. I did pick up, speaking of the talents, I bought like 20 copies of this card for like a nickel or like 25. They were like 25 cents, 30 cents. This is the green one. I think at some point there's going to be a food set that just makes all these food cards pop off. This one says all your foods all your artifacts are foods is just a really big effect for green. If you're doing some sort of food strategy, all your soul rings and whatever else are contributing to your food total. And then whenever you gain life, make a 3/3 green raccoon. You can't hate that. And then whenever you gain life again, put a +1/+1 on everything. This guy's sitting at 40 cents, and again was only ever printed in those commander decks.
Yeah, I might pick a few of those up at this price. I love food. I think food is a great mechanic that they're only going to.
You love food, Billy? I could never have told. I had no idea you love food.
Vito, I have another idea for a Magic format. Tell me if this stupid idea is good.
Every time you attack, you eat a cheeseburger.
Every turn you open up a pack of snacks and you eat them. And then turn 2, you open up another pack and you eat them. And then you get a cheeseburger on turn 4.
No, Billy.
And then on turn 5, it's ice cream sundae.
I'm trying to look at what I guess there's only. Oh, there were only 4 of them. I thought there was one for each color. So there's Alchemist talent.
There's one for each deck.
Yeah, one for each deck. So there's also Fish's talent. Fortune Teller's talent I remember being good as well. But again, these are cards I would just pick up a copy of because, again, they're only in these commander decks, and there's not that much of a supply of them. Fortune Teller's talent becomes, I think, a future sight. Blue, you can look at the top card of your library every turn. Okay, not that exciting. 3 in a blue, as long as you've cast a spell this turn, you may play cards from the top of your library. So, as long as you played one thing, you now have a future sight ready to go. And then spells cast from anywhere other than your hand cost 2 less to cast. We're seeing this effect more and more getting used in like various strategies. So I can see Fortune Teller's talent being another thing that's getting ready to spike. Bilbo does that. Bilbo makes things cost less.
It goes well with Bilbo. This would probably fit well in the Green Goblin deck. That Green Goblin's gone up in price a little bit. Commander wise,
you got to pay attention to some of these weird cards that only got one printing in a weird commander deck. Because sometimes they'll just spike out of nowhere. That's a lot of what happened with Warhammer. Is like you can't get them outside those Warhammer decks, and some of them are just like super playable. Tyvar's up. I did not see this coming. Should have bought some more Tyvars.
Yeah, dude, I wanted to buy the special version of
$3. Yeah, the textured. I thought about it. It was cheap as of until like 2 weeks ago.
I might see what it's at now and still snag one. He's a
one
great
green for a big 3/3. And what's good about him? So creatures you control pay 3 green. Creature control get +X/+X, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Does not say do this only once per turn. So as we're seeing, there's like a bunch of decks that are either so first you can have an Ouroboros deck where you just have an 8/8, and then you just give everybody 8+8+8 and until end of turn, which is fucking huge. But there's also been a lot of stuff going on modern where people need outlets for different like I forget how they're generating infinite mana right now. But they're doing it. They're making like elves. Well, elves is definitely doing it. There's that new elf commander who with
the
devoted druid.
There's a Thranduil.
Yeah, Thranduil can make a shit ton of mana. And this guy just gives you a place to sink it.
Thranduil has a 1-card infinite, right? It's
I think so.
Once the board's set up, there's that black card that lets you search your library for 3 creature cards and put them in your graveyard. There's multiple different 3 elf combinations that turns Thranduil into like an infinite mana draw everything.
Oh, so the interesting thing is if you have a way to keep activating Tyvar the Pummeler and you have a devoted druid out, that means the devoted druid's back end become, if you get the Devoted Druid's back end to 8, okay, then okay, I put 8+1/+1 counters on him, activate Tyvar again, and then he gets even bigger than he was before. So him, Tyvar plus Devoted Druid can get there just by itself, as long as there's some way to spoof the demonic.
Says you have all abilities of elves in your graveyard on Thranduil. So if this and the Devoted Druid is in your graveyard,
you're good to go. I think that alone will do it. Yeah.
And then there's other cards that can let you draw infinitely and stuff. It's just good. It's good juju.
It's good juju. Might pick up I might try to get that textured one. I'm not going to look at the price because then somebody in our audience might try to buy it out from under us. Combat Celebrant coming up. Galactus is stabilizing. Let's see if anything else jumps out at us from the interests tab. This is where we can see today's big jumps. I saw a big jump on Pulse Tracker, but I think this might be a glitch. I don't know why Pulse Tracker would be $22. I'm going to say that's a glitch of some sort. Pulse Tracker is good, but I don't think it's $22 good. Why can't I see? Oh, there we go. Goblin. Ooh, this is going slow for some reason. It's like being slow to update here. Birds of Paradise, always solid. Anything exciting? Bearscape coming up. People are buying old Legends, Dragons. Let's go to the weekly. The weekly might give us a better idea. Since last week, yep, Tyvar's up. Regular showcase is at 20. I think LSV was commenting on the fact that the showcase of Tyvar is actually cheaper than the regular one, but maybe that was just a temporary thing. I think people have figured it out. Gloin, this is another one. I do have this guy in my treasure deck. Whenever you cast a historic, make a treasure token. This guy's just great, man. You just play little artifacts and keep making treasure tokens out of them. It really is, man, dude. Everybody just wants a treasure token deck because of the Hobbit.
Dwarfs are popping, dude. Dwarfs are fucking lit in the Hobbit.
Oh fuck! I just sold one of these for like $25. There's no way this is actually $60. I hope that's got to be wrong. Come on. Oh wait, this is the Dominaria United version though. Wasn't this originally in
extended art?
Yeah, I don't know. Duskborn, yes. Great Goblin's doing good. Oh wait, Great Goblin Foul-Hearted. Whenever it enters or attacks a mass Goblins 3. Interesting. I didn't even realize there was a previous. Okay, Goblins are getting a boost. Dwarves are getting a boost. Gleaming Splendor is in the borderless is up 77% to $136. I thought this card would come down. I don't think it's going to come down. Everybody's chasing the Gleaming Splendor.
That's my most expensive card from the box now.
Dude, I mean, it's holding, dude. It might hold at 130. Queen of Dale is doing solid. Actually, I'm seeing a lot of people loving Queen of Dale, and I get it. Yeah. I think this card might end up being like $80 or something.
Yeah,
just keep recruiting throughout the game.
I wish I would have done that last week.
Well, it's going to be interesting. Like, all right, is this the big... the way Final Fantasy went was there was a huge spike when Final Fantasy first came up, and all the rares and all the search foils went crazy, and then they came down like a shit ton, and that was the time to buy. Now they're coming back and going to new highs. I did, Billy, out of a play box. So the other day I was watching a channel. They were doing an alphabet break where you get all the cards of a certain letter. And I got A. You don't count the because so many cards start with the. So I get every card that starts with A. And they opened a regular Arkenstone and a book cover Arkenstone out of a play box. And I went, that's pretty good. I'll take those. Right now, a borderless Arkenstone. Is this correct? Without, let me see. Show me on TCG Player. Is a Arkenstone book cover?
Now.
Show me the Arkenstone. This is crazy to me. I remember telling you this card wasn't going to be worth anything.
I told you it was. I told you, Vito.
Hold on. What's a normal version Arkenstone? $80? There's no way.
Yeah,
it can't be. The book covers come out of the play. You can get these out of the play boxes.
It's good. It's card draw, it's creature bump, and it's tutor. It's good.
Well, I have one coming. I guess I can't be upset that I got one, but
yeah,
my God, this does not feel like it should be an $80 card in non-foil. That's crazy.
You have one and I don't. Now I have to buy $80.
Well, you got the fucking better card. You got the Gleaming Splendor, the Surge foil of this fucking thing. I mean, let's be real. This is what's going to impact the collector boxes. The collector boxes, if you can pull a $450 Arkenstone, okay. But if the price of this goes down, those collector box prices will not hold. I guess right now you can get one for $300 in near mint. $300 I could get a Surge Foil Arkenstone.
In Final Fantasy, we had a drop with the Surge Foils for quite some time, and I think they all went back up, right?
Yeah, they're all back up over where they were before. I mean, dude, Y'shtola, I'm actually wondering now that Y'shtola, and by the way, we didn't do an update on this story. Remember, we're talking about Y'shtola was the number 2 commander?
Not anymore.
Number one. Number one. Number one. Right now, oh my God. No way. Hold on. The cheap. Oh my God! Somebody sold one for $1,300, $1,399 for the Surge Foil Y'shtola.
Yeah. That's Bumbleflower numbers, dude.
This was 1,000 a month ago.
That's Mrs. Bumbleflower numbers.
That's crazy. So I got a Surge Y'shtola. I got a Surge Y'shtola, baby.
Yeah.
Dude, here's the funniest thing is like I've been buying. No, because she's fucking boring. She's a shit commander. I don't want her in a deck. I actually have a Japanese Surge Foil as well. Maybe I could sell my Japanese one and keep my English one. I don't know if anyone's buying the Japanese one though. Last Japanese one Surge Foil sold for $600, not too shabby.
I'd sell
it. I mean, dude, it's I don't know how to talk about this subject. Is like I look at 1,500 or whatever for this card, 1,400, and I go, that's crazy. But you know what? It ain't Pokemon crazy. It ain't One Piece crazy. It ain't Riftbound crazy. I think it might still have, if we've gotten down to, this is a tragically low number available on TCG Player. 19 on TCG Player is insane for this card, for this stock. And right now, the cheapest one's at 1,500. I mean, you might be looking at, in a year from now, this could be a $2,000, $2,500 card. I don't know. It's hard to, and that's why I don't know. I don't want to hoard like an insane dragon. You see all this shit? I don't want all this shit, but it also, I don't know when to sell it because the prices, everything just keeps going up. I mean, you would have thought selling a Y'shtola for $1,000 6 months ago. You probably felt like a genius. And now you're looking at a $1,400 sale and you're going, oh my God, does it still have room to run? Is everybody and their brother just investing in collectibles instead of anything sane? We're in a weird place, Billy. All I know is I need you people to super chat this show because when Final Fantasy 2 shows up, I'm going to go bankrupt. I'm going to go bankrupt buying Final Fantasy 2. So I need to amass wealth now.
We make $60,000 to $70,000 off this podcast so we can afford Final Fantasy 2.
We'll be able to buy with that $70,000 one collector box. So the way things are going, we're fucked. We're all fucked, and that's the bottom line, guys. This has been the Rhystic Study Hall. I'm your host, Vito Gesualdi. Check me out at youtube.com/Vito. Check out my Whatnot channel at whatnot.com/invite/Vito and get yourself $15 to spend on Whatnot. Maybe you can enter an alphabet break and get all the Arkenstones. I don't know. Billy, how do we find you?
I'm Billy the Fridge on YouTube, Twitter, Spotify. If you feel like music, listen to my song Cardboard Crack. It's 10 years old and still makes you think about Magic the Gathering cards. P-Tong said, just came through here at the end here. Should I open my Miku deck or not? What is its uncut or missing bits? I just want to cash in on Weebs. Help me, Cardboard Tip, Vito. What do you think?
I'm going to tell you this. You just got the Miku deck, and you got it 8 months ahead of most people who are getting the Miku deck. So if you want my advice, I would take it. I would take out the singles, and I would individually list them on TCG Player, and then take that money and wait for the Miku deck to get wide release and just buy another one at regular price. As Harbinger says, the problem with these streams, everyone's talking in the same boat. We're all broke. That's why we have to devise strategies like buying the Miku deck and breaking it up for singles, or buying Japanese Marvel superhero boxes and hoping to God that I get a fucking Mind Stone.
We're not broke. We're just cardboard rich.
We're cardboard rich. We're rich. Take care of yourself, America, and keep playing Magic. Bye-bye.